Oh, Twitch. Yay, you guys are live. Yay.
Nice. It's very tense. It's
All right, we are going to go ahead then and get started here in just a second.
Oh, and inside the grip, it's actually got another one, so when it fires, it then loads right back up. So you
It's a pump action handgun.
It's a pump action. That's fantastic.
9 millimeters of pleasure? Was that
9 millimeters of pleasure.
What? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh,
Out of context D&D quotes.
No, it was 9 millimeters of joy.
9 millimeters of joy.
But I like pleasure better.
That's fantastic. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share the
Joy
link
requires
here.
happiness. You can experience pleasure while still being miserable.
It's called chronic masturbation.
You just know it's going to end.
Awkward conversations that are going to be followed up by the
Hi, Internet! Welcome to the Adventuring Guild!
Pretty much.
This is all going to be followed up by the revelation that my character is actually a devout Christian.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and post it. We're going live, and that everybody can watch us here, so all of our friends and embarrassing folks can watch us. Going live with our DZ.
Actually,
I sent a message to friend Jason because he doesn't Facebook anymore. Whether or not he's anywhere he can actually watch that.
So using a weapon that you aren't proficient with, how does that work?
You don't gain the proficiency bonus on to hit.
Okay,
That's pretty much it.
that's about it. Okay.
It's
I'm grabbing a knife with my gold.
Okay.
okay, so you just posted that on Facebook, did you?
Yep, it is right now on Facebook.
Really quick, I'm going to grab that and copy it and share it.
Yep,
online.
go ahead.
Sounds like a good idea.
That is exactly what I'm doing as well.
What cat?
My beast companion.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll send the link if you guys want for Extra Life. Let me send you the link in Messenger. That way you guys can share the link to the Messenger thing or to the donation thing. Oh yeah, Dave, you donated $10. That means with the donation thing you can get a +1 magic item of some variety, 2 potions, or you can re-roll 2 rolls, or have me re-roll 2 rolls.
Bob. So basically,
Yes.
Bob, what you're saying is if I give you $10, I can make my prayers a +1 revolver.
I would be okay with that. I'm extremely concerned, but I would be okay with that. And please tell me we're live on the channel. Yay! Oh, okay. Here, let's share this one instead, because this is the actual Extra Life page. So let me edit this post. Did you guys already share it?
No,
Okay.
I have not. Oh
Edit
crap,
post.
no, if I'm doing this on here, I'm actually going to share it as the Adventuring Guild because it doesn't let the non-owner of the business change what they're posting as.
Yep, I just edited it right now, so it should be good to go.
So I am not going to share it because I'll just end up sharing it as the guild.
There should be a little symbol next to the side that you can
It
share.
doesn't give
as.
me the option to do that. I
Really?
looked into it.
That is ridiculous.
They actually removed it.
That is so weird.
Oh no, actually it is sharing it. If I share your post, it's share it's sharing as me.
All right. Donate.
Well, no, I'm not seeing it.
Just posting it now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just refresh.
Okay, it's been shared on mine and on whatever. You might have to click on the actual thing because I actually edited it as opposed to whatever the hell.
There we go.
All right.
Oh yay! Just now. Oh, there it is.
Yay!
Yeah.
But it always
Right,
crits.
so any last minute
You
things you
always
guys
roll
want to do?
maximum.
Oh yeah, real quick. If you guys want for the rules and whatnot. Oh, I'm not getting any sound. Are you guys getting whatnot? Oh, there we go. Yay, we get sound. It's picking it up on there. So.
You know what, Bob? I'm actually going to just for the sake of GP, I'm going to open chat on my app.
Good
And have it be
idea.
just chat and no anything else. Just on the off chance that someone decides they want to yell at us.
Yes, that is actually a fantastic idea. That's
actually
a fantastic idea.
Nope.
Yeah.
I switched it to chat only, so it's only chat.
Okay.
Join us, root for us, we're the bad guys.
Yep, and I'm going to open Audible as well so that we can record this. Or Audacity.
Oh.
So I have a beast companion, and it looks exactly like this cat.
It's the Omaha Children's
Just
Hospital.
it
Yeah?
has.
Yes, yes.
I just shared Bob, so it was group chat.
Awesome. All right, can you guys go ahead and check real quick, make sure the audio is still working? Because I'm using the same Snowball mic on 2 different recording applications, and I want to make sure it's still
Let me use
Check one. Hello. Mike. Check. What
Yeah.
happened?
Mike. Thank you, Mike, for checking the mic.
Check.
Yes.
Yeah, it's working. A little bit of an echo, but...
Well, that's also partially probably because it's.
Is it echoing that bad? Yeah, I'm getting...
Actually, you know what, Bob? Let me go outside real quick and I'll let you
Good idea.
know.
And I might shut this off just to see if that
You're
makes
gonna
sense.
make more favor. I need to squeeze through.
Por favor.
While we're doing that, check. We'll smoke one last time. That way we don't interrupt anything, yeah? Burning the countryside.
Okay, advanced menu. Low latency. Alright, so then we will get started in just a minute. And we are still recording here and doing good. Yay! This is how the real magic happens. And let me get the Discord up. And on here, Adventuring Guild, and
This is one crazy map.
yes, it is.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Me as well. Everyone, I'm going to notify everybody, so forgive the phones while everybody dings. Watch and donate here. Yay, toilet noises. I love this. And Mike's voice is out there. Alright, go to channel. Yay, it appeared on here. Alright. Okay, so just so everybody knows, if you want to donate to Extra Life, you can, and you can get different bonuses. Let me pull those up for Extra Life, because you do get cheap bonuses. I think $1 is like a potion, something like that. Let me find it here.
What if we give you cash?
Cash, it works as well. It works all the same. It's just I donate, I send in a big wad of cash, or my hand's on the thing, or you donate online and it appears.
I'm bribing you. Give me a
It works. I'm used to it.
magic.
Inspiration.
I don't know.
Give me a magic.
Yeah. Let me get to home brewery. I'm trying to find the. There you go. Home brewery. Log on. Where are my brews?
Yeah. It's gross. Yep, I did.
Dead now. My cat has one slashing damage.
Hmm.
Shot.
Yeah.
Extra.
Here you go, Bob.
D&D donation. Woohoo!
That's
Awesome.
for David.
No, that's Tiana and I.
That's for
That's
me.
fine. You each get an additional 10. So let me find the damn. Where is the frickin' paper? I had a whole donation page of if you donated, you could get X amount.
It actually sounds really good, Bob.
Awesome. I am happy.
There's like just the slight natural room reverb, but the microphone is.
Picking everything up.
Yep.
Awesome.
My buddy Will's already tuned in on the Twitch watching it. He said it was a little echoey for a while, but it got better.
Yeah, I think that's because we had both microphones up, so it was picking up my audio plus his audio and catching it in that microphone.
I
So
get the 2-for-1 deal.
2 for 1, yes.
Talk about me, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So what we are going to do? Let me erase this.
So I got a +8 to hit now with my revolvers.
Yep.
God.
I got some bucks to throw in too.
Awesome. You guys are amazing, and I'm going to do my little blurb as soon as we get started. So $1 gets you HP pot, or a +2 to hit. $2 gets you advantage on any roll. $5 gets you +1 weapon, armor, whatever. $10 gets you 2 rolls with advantage plus a free revive. And $20 gets you basically rare or lesser mage item. Is kind of how we did it. So you can make any combination thereof, and anybody that donates on the Twitch stream can do the exact same thing for one of the players. You just shout out which player you want it to go to.
Me.
Yes.
That is you know what? I gave Bob 15, so I'm just gonna go ahead and also throw a +1 on my leather duster.
Awesome. And you guys can also donate live. There's a link there in the bottom where you can donate to, and then just shout out on the Twitch channel chat or on the Twitch channel chat or on the Discord, which there's a link to the Discord down there as well, on who you want that to go to.
I am,
What?
yeah, I need all the AC
Yeah.
I can get. I got
Totally get that.
28 hit points.
Totally get that. So who here is going to sacrifice Mike to the evil gods while he's outside smoking and can't hear us?
On a natural 20, Mike is the victim
There's
of
so
my...
much latency.
Oh, hey Mike, sorry, I
playing
didn't mean to bug you there.
I used to play D&D. Can I make a character?
This is 3.5, right? Oh, hell. All right, so what we will go ahead and do, so all of the wonderful listeners up above me, cameras over here, I guess. So all of the wonderful listeners there can hear all of your wonderful backstories and a little bit about yourselves, because these are 100% honest characters, and you guys have all the skills that these characters do clearly in their fantasy setting meaning. Go ahead and we'll start around the table, introduce yourselves and your characters and any other random fun facts you want to add.
Bobby, you want me to read my thing?
Go for it. That was actually a freaking fantastic backstory. Not to set the bar high at the beginning.
We usually save Micah for the end
I
because
know.
of that.
You want me to go last? I'll go last.
We'll go last. Will with your bush light.
Oh.
Wearing an amazing t-shirt, by the way. Probably the most fantastic t-shirt I have ever seen.
I almost wore mine, but I
It's
didn't.
an Adventuring Guild t-shirt, which you can pick up at tpublic.com/adventuringguild.
It can be yours for how much, Bob?
Will,
For $13, they're on sale
actually,
right
Will,
now.
I think you need to scoot around so that people can actually see the shirt.
What's up?
Oh, Bob, I'm gonna take a ring of spell storing
Ooh, Bob,
for my magic item.
Oh, you've got Tulvar.
It comes
I will take
with
a shot.
1d6
will.
minus 1.
It'll burn the
of
hell out of you.
stored spells.
Bob's got clear.
You want to roll
so
for
good.
that?
Huh?
Do you want to roll for what spells it comes with?
Oh, yeah, duh.
Is it supposed
Do you
to
have the
come
chart
with-
in front of you?
No, no, it's just one. It's 1d6 minus 1 of stored spells chosen by you. So whatever.
You have 1 use of Fireball,
Oh,
1
geez.
use of Identify, and 1 use of Cure Wounds.
That's
Okay.
pretty solid, actually.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's.
If you're gonna do one of each, do damage, figure something out, and
Yep.
help someone. So did you...
Taking a piss, guys,
did
don't
you-
worry.
Did you want me to go ahead and start?
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead. I'm almost done pouring my drink.
Okay, well, my name is Will Gleason. I am playing Will Gleason.
Fucking original, man.
That's what you said, right? We're
I know,
playing
right?
ourselves.
You guys are just playing with yourselves on cam and not getting
Whoa,
paid for it.
Whoa.
That would be the best gag.
I'll also be selling.
No, just have the whole group chat say that
Yeah.
we're playing ourselves, but
Yeah.
then everyone else shows up with actual characters.
Exactly, right? That's how it is for me on the Chaos Plan. I'm like, I'm Bob, and I have issues because I killed something, and I'm now needing to cry in a corner.
So
I can help you deal
anyway,
with
I I'm playing the adventurer class, background from another world. I've kind of skinned this character as a cross between a fighter and a ranger. Natural explorer, favorite enemies. Grew up in the country. I know how to track, I know how to hunt, I know how to shoot. So I skinned it as that. I'm also a trumpet player.
You're from Nebraska and you know how to hunt and shoot? You kidding me, dude?
Hey, that is a very
Yay, stereotype.
the only weird thing about it, I have proficiency in performance with the trumpet. So we'll see how that comes into play.
Who is the $6 from?
That's for me.
Okay, you get to choose on the
Yeah,
list.
I wrote some stuff down. I got 3 health potions, a +2 to hit, and advantage on any save or on any dice roll.
So
Awesome,
the
I'm
plus
gonna
2
go
to
ahead and
hit,
put
is
that
that
in.
just a one-time thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Like
yeah,
you put in
one
$2,
time.
you get +2 to hit on that attack.
Because otherwise, I'd just be like,
And you can
$5
choose
get-
after you roll. After you roll, but before I tell you whether it hits or not. So.
Do you have Venmo? I only brought $6 cash. I didn't know we were doing it like that.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I can take it on an IOU too. It's not that
I
big of a
have
deal.
done that before.
Yeah.
I totally forgot to mention that because it's like a charity game, and normally I have like my huge board set up like I did with.
Yeah.
This is what you can do when I have a pretty little printout, but like literally I have water shooting into my basement from a hole in the block wall. So I'm like, you know what? I didn't have time to do that today. So go ahead and whoever's next.
Okay, so I'm David. I am playing David. The
Shocking.
adventure.
Original name.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
man. Could you go with something good?
So I just kind of tried to pick the stuff I thought I would do if I like had the opportunity to do some D&D stuff. So I did magic because it's awesome, and I figured I would enjoy like learning how things work in a magical universe. And I'm also a chemist, a junior biochem major. So I took a lot of like
Math.
alchemy.
Nerd!
Okay. Yeah.
Big Pharma.
Not only does he have
I-
alchemist fire, but he can make it.
I actually took create or destroy meth.
He's lawful good. We're breaking good here. Not breaking bad, breaking good.
Breaking neutral.
So yeah, like half of my feats that I took are just general, like making me able to stay alive stuff, like the skill that gets you like some proficiencies, and then the rest is spellcasting stuff and alchemy stuff. So yeah, that's about it. I also have a long sword, so I can stab things. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, I also took a ring of spell storing. Because I gave him money 5 minutes ago.
Bribe the DM, and this time it wasn't with snacks or booze.
I bribe Bob with stories.
Okay.
Help me sleep at night.
Well, I'm Tiana, and I'm playing Tiana. I am one with nature, and nature is one with me. I have a beast companion. He's a really ugly cat. His name is Lucifer, of course. I work at a pet store, so I know a lot about pets. So I took beast shape, so I can turn into pets, apparently. And then I've also wanted to learn how to shoot a bow, so I am proficient in all types of bows.
Awesome.
Was that Weapon Master that you took?
Yeah.
I took that as well. Just get a few weapon feats.
It's annoying because you have to just like spend some of your feat slots being like doing the normal stuff to like make yourself a D&D character.
I'm just gonna go ahead and remind you that you get anywhere from 9 or 10 spell slot or feats to use. So
Yeah, by 5th level we
but,
have
like,
quite a few.
like as a variant
It's
human,
nine.
as a variant human, you have
9.
10 slots.
Yeah, that's what I did. Was a variant human.
Yeah.
I looked at some of the others and I'm like, maybe I go Governor from the from Innistrad, but I opted for just straight variant.
You can get 11 if you forego the ability score increase at 4th level.
No, you don't. Or, I think that's just kind of built in because you get both the feat and the ability score increase.
Well, there was a comment on there saying that if you choose not to, But you can still replace it with yet another feat. I think, honestly, I feel like you've already got so many feats.
Yeah.
Level up the skill to make it
Actually,
even
there
better.
was a variant in the rule set that said don't give ability score increases and make everything strictly feat-based,
Right.
Yep.
All right.
which would have been nuts.
So,
Yes.
hi everybody, I'm Mike, and I'll be playing Micah Holmes. We're gonna switch because I made an original character. Nope, I'll be playing myself as per the norm with the adventurer class and the from another world background. I chose to focus on my military experience and service and focus on the things that I learned in the Marine Corps. So there's a lot of shooting and a lot of stabbing and some drinking, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going with any magic or any supernatural abilities. I'm focusing on things that I could conceivably do. Literally, I'm going to try to play this character as much straightforward as possible. Just anything that I could physically do. So, a lot of shooting stuff. I'm focusing on a weapon master so that I can fire things. Fighting style archery because even though I'm not the most agile individual, I've got great hand-eye coordination and a good shot. Unarmored defense so that I can at least take a hit because I've got self-propelled armor. Crossbow expert, and then Bob and I created a homebrew feat that I couldn't find anywhere else. I don't know if it exists. I just didn't see it. Called butt stroke because
You like stroking butts.
That is incorrect. When engaged in melee combat with a rifle, you then use the rifle as a melee weapon, striking with the butt of the weapon. And so
Mike,
we
you have
kind
a
of.
rifle.
What's that? I do not have a rifle. I have a crossbow with a dagger attached to the front, so I have a bayonet. And so Bob and I worked a little bit on like the polearm expert feat and kind of assumed that with a weapon that has a pointy bit and a solid bit, then you could stab and then as a bonus action make a whack for a D4 plus strength. And that's me. Semper Fi.
Simplify. And now, because we have to really end on a high note here, we're going to go ahead and let Micah read. This is brought to you by Micah Holmes. You can find him on Audible and everywhere else audiobooks are read, pretty much with this massive backstory.
Wouldn't I love that?
Oh my god, I know, right?
So yeah, Bob and I had a rather extensive discussion related to me and the things that interest me and the things I'm good at. And
He has a particular set of skills.
skills that make me a nightmare for me. And we decided that based on my personality, who I am, and what kind of ideals I live for, this is what we decided I would use for my backstory. As I look around trying to get my bearings, all I can think is how everything around feels alienly familiar. I feel like I've been here before in some fashion, but I can't quite put my finger on it. At my feet is an unassuming wooden crate that I could have sworn wasn't there upon my initial sweep of the area. Upon closer inspection, I see a bill tacked onto the lid. The handwriting is smudged and largely indecipherable, as if it traveled a very long way to get here. What I could make out was more than a little puzzling. Storm and Company manufacture content to dollar.
That's not an audio issue. He's doing that on purpose.
Yes.
People are checking their.
Paid in full. Delivered to M. Holmes, Temple District, Port City, Arcadia. My mind swims as I read it over. There's no reason any of this should be happening. None of this should be real. But it is. I haul the crate into the nearest temple, not knowing or caring which one it is, and find a quiet, barely lit corner to examine the lock. It's a sturdy padlock, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Instinctively, I pat myself down, as if the answer would be somewhere on my person. I reach my keys and notice the bulky plastic fob that is my car key is gone. Can I help you, Bob?
Nope. Bob's good.
And notice the bulky plastic fob that is my car key is gone, and in its place is a hunk of brass that looks like it was meant for this very lock. I fit it into the keyhole and it effortlessly clanks open with a twist. A sealed note sticks out from underneath a hat that looks like it came straight out of Tombstone, the one that Morgan Earp wore. If any of you need that visual representation. I absentmindedly plop it on my head to get it out of the way, and a shiver runs down my spine as it seats perfectly on my skull. My hands go clam and start to shake as I reach for the note and break open the wax seal. After a deep breath, I try to read the vibrating sheaf of paper. Micah, we've carefully watched you over these past 32 years and have decided that now is your time. You have a caring heart and a strong sense of justice. There is no realm or world that we do not see, and this one needs someone like you. You sit within the Temple of Tyr, one of his manifestations in this world. You are called into his service in this place. Know that he still watches over you and will be your strength to do what is asked. Fear not, for he has chosen you specifically. Uriel. P.S. These events have been in motion since long before your initial conversation with Bob. I've been instructed to tell you that he's giving you his okay, and that he hopes that you enjoyed your foot-long turkey and cheese sub.
By the way, if anybody does want to pay attention to the chat, we are getting a lot of messages from Bossy Paws Catitude. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lots love.
I love you.
Aww. LOL, cool. Okay, so everybody, thank you, Micah.
That was a lot. That was so much.
That was only half of it.
Yeah, I really felt that.
I did. Like I said, this is his Audible edition. Anybody here that is officially a part of Audible, please take note.
For just a $5 donation, I'll record the rest of it off stream.
Can you do it in a different voice, like every couple sentences, though?
Oh God, no!
Don't tell.
Don't tell.
Don't tell.
I'll make like a D12 table, and every like third sentence you roll.
I don't think you have enough money for that.
If they pay $10, can you do Darth Vader?
I'll give
Yay!
you
Okay,
20
have
bucks
fun
to
at
read the entire
work. Thank
thing
you for
as
joining while
Pee-wee
you can. All right, so everybody, any last minute things before we get started?
I have 2 revolvers that are both +1 revolvers.
Oh, that's right. Did everybody talk about their magic thingies? Did you get a magic thingy? We talked about it, but you weren't sure yet.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody talk about that magic thingy, and then we will magic thingy. Yay, we received a donation. Thank you very, very much. Let me find your name. Damn preview of the message. Somebody donated. I will find you and I will thank you. So I will find you and I will thank you. Expect a donation. Expect a handshake soon.
Kat says she loves magic thingies.
All right, go ahead, Micah. Talk about your magical thingy.
So Bob and I had a very long discussion and decided that I was going to be a gunslinger sent by God to exact justice in this world. And my tools of the trade are a pair of Old West style revolvers named Thoughts and Prayers. So they're they're a pair of revolvers that deal 2d6 psychic and 2d6 radiant damage each.
That's damage, y'all.
Yeah. Mike?
Well, actually, I didn't go with the magic weapon. Mike and I were talking about how crossbows typically, they're a really great item to start, but they typically don't, there's no magic crossbows. So I wasn't for sure if that would be something that we could, like, cross over from the donation, perhaps.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, is that a $5 for a +1 magic weapon?
+1 magic weapon. And you automatically get one of the customized magic items like what I gave everybody else. So since you don't really have an official one, what we can do if you'd like is choose one additional feat that you can pick that will be a part of that weapon.
Oh, part of that weapon?
Yes.
So could I just replace one that I already had as that?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so
Then that will be your special item.
Sorry.
Thank you, Aaron. E-R-I-N, Aaron, for the donation. Thank you. We love you.
So-
Oh, that's a really unwieldy heart.
I know. It's a,
so for
no, I didn't do that.
for Firefly fans, those of you who watch the show, which should probably be everyone who's watching D&D, one of my feats that I took is Weapon Bond, and that comes with the adventurer class. It's a feat that you can take, which basically it's kind of a warlock packed weapon thing where you can shrink the weapon down into an extra dimensional space and hold on to it, and then you can bring it out whenever you need it. So I've done that with my heavy crossbow, which I have named Vera.
Nice.
Yeah, because Marines name their rifles. So there you go. So and that'll be my magic weapon. Will be the +1 heavy crossbow, and I am prepared to buy my way to the end of this dungeon.
I'm not quite
I will make it rain.
So, who here is willing to donate their entire life savings?
$100, you just make it to the end.
Pretty much.
You get
We're just ending here. You guys made it.
A portal
Congrats.
appears that can teleport one single character to the end of the dungeon.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And
So,
as you slowly fade away.
Make it rain, Mike.
Good luck, dudes.
Somebody, Coden77 or a Coden, whatever it is. Terrible with names, folks. Thank you. I just said, make it rain, Mike.
Obviously, I don't do this a lot.
Yeah.
my gosh, wow.
That's fantastic.
Wait, wherever the money lands, that's where we have $1 million.
We already decided
Ask
what
Mike how to
is.
pronounce it. Mike, how do you pronounce ICTOAN77?
Dennis! I
Dennis!
shouldn't be shouting out people's real names.
It's all good.
That would be Ictone.
Witness protection. Congrats.
Ask him, can I share the secret of Ictone?
Can he share the secret? Not that it hasn't already been shared.
Oh no, there's another secret.
There's another secret.
I've heard it, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay, so I'm going to continue talking about our magic items.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, that's what we were doing.
Yeah. So, since I do chemistry things, we thought it would be vaguely relevant. If so I have vitalizing serums. So basically, there's 5 different ones that give you different buffs, and then once per day, I can pick 2 of those to prepare, and I can use them on people to give them advantage on a strength check or advantage on con saves for an hour, stuff like that. Just little buffs here and there, a couple times a day. So
Awesome.
very cool.
Also, Dennis gives you the okay for the.
So,
Ictone.
Ictone is an acronym for I can't think of a name. Back in college,
That's
Dennis and
fantastic.
we were in a group playing, or I don't know if it was we were playing a D&D game or if we were literally like making games on a computer game, but he couldn't think of a name, so he's like, I can't think of a name. So he wrote that down and bam, Ictone.
That's awesome. By the way, you just got a $5 donation from Neon Green.
My fiance.
Aaron, yay! $5 for Will.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you have a +1 something.
Okay, let me +1. Like, what does that go for?
+1 weapon or armor.
Can I make my longbow +1?
You could make your longbow +1.
Yeah. I just realized that because I cleared out everything from one of my previous characters for my character sheet,
Mhm.
I have saving throw proficiencies,
Nice.
so I don't have. This was Hamage.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
That is
I
fantastic.
love Hamich.
Hamich is my favorite. Did you see the thing that I posted the other day
That
on
was
the funny Facebook
brilliant.
thing?
Really awkward, but brilliant.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So,
So-
I mentioned earlier that I have a trumpet. The trumpet is magical. It gives me advantage on performance checks. If I play it for 10 minutes, it gives me the benefits of an inspiring leader feat. As an action, I can use it to mimic any natural beast sound. I have advantage on deception checks to sound like that creature. And while I'm playing, there's a 10% chance to summon that beast if they're native to our area.
So he's gonna hold up his trumpet and
Yeah.
For a turkey.
Lots of
What's
horse
gonna
sounds
happen?
or turkey sounds or
It's
maybe I
always
could
gonna
make
be-
a cat sound out of there. Who knows?
All right, Tiana, you need a magical something or other.
Yep.
So, what is something that you would want to be magically yours?
Well, okay. So you did discuss. So the idea
Yes.
you had originally was to have the ability to speak with her beast companions,
Mhm.
advantage on persuasion, speaking to beasts, and I think 1 permanent beast companion. Well, that would be like a Fey
Correct.
companion.
Yeah, if that works for you, you can totally do that. All right, what is your companion?
My
Is it
cat.
Lucifer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent a picture in the group chat.
Awesome.
What
I'll
it
have to
looks
check
like.
that out. All right. So, is that everything you guys need to do? Any more donation monies that need to make rain my way?
I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
Let's kick this pig.
There is no animal cruelty going on here
Well,
right
I mean,
now.
I could
I
play my
won't
trumpet
allow
and
it.
try and sound like a pig and maybe.
All right. So,
I'll just with that that +1 weapon that you gave me the feat, where I attached weapon bonds to the weapons. The weapon itself has the ability, and to replace that, I took assistance, which is something I really wanted to. I just didn't have enough room with all the combat stuff and other things. Assistance is basically kind of the bardic inspiration ability, simplified down into a feat. I get 2 dice, and then I can grant a die to any other character within range. And for the next 10 minutes, they can use that die, add it to an attack, an ability, or a saving throw. They can choose to wait until after they've seen their own roll to use it, and then they can. But before Bob gives the actual definition on whether it succeeded or not. So if you think you're close but probably not, you can roll that d6. So I'll be granting them out to individuals as we go.
Awesome.
A good squad leader supports his team.
For sure. So he's going to be shouting out commands, and you're going to be like, what the hell does Bravo mean? All right. So this map that you guys can vaguely see in front of you. Yes, thank you, Vanna White.
Vanna Will.
Vanna Will. Yes. We had everybody roll, and this is the chart that we used. Let me see if this will hold up right. Yay, even closer. All right, this is the chart that we used. We rolled a whole bunch of d20s, and this is what ended up coming of that. So what we will go ahead and do is I had our very own Michael Holmes roll a d6 to show where we are going to start, which is right over there. So how we are going to start this is I was going to run a charity game. Big surprise. You guys all showed up at the D&D room to find nothing but a smoking pile of D&D books sitting right here where I normally sit. This being extremely confusing to you because I normally don't burn books. Normally.
Bob's not a Nazi.
Yeah. You guys came in, started looking around, extremely confused. What all would you guys have brought with you for this charity game? This was going to be a super special streaming charity game, cosplay, props, whatever you guys wanted. What would you have brought? We'll start with Micah.
So,
His guns. He would have brought his guns.
the 2 revolvers that no, I would have come dressed up as your typical Old West, Western movie cowboy, because my plan was to play a gunslinger. And so, gray leather duster, cream-colored shirt, red vest, gray pants, boots, the fancy hat and everything, and just my bag of all of my everything that I need, and of course my typical Leatherman that I like to carry around because it's just there. So that's pretty much it. I mean, not really planning on being transported to another world. I didn't bring a whole lot of what I would really have liked to have brought. So, yeah.
All of his dice, folks. He has an entire duffel bag full of dice.
I would
Use
have.
it as a bludgeoning weapon.
I would have actually fashioned a slingshot and just used them.
The D4s, the smallest, are actually the most powerful.
Because I would
You just have to aim the 20 towards the target if you want to crit.
Yes.
All right. So there wasn't a profession that really matched me from another world. I didn't feel like any of them really worked with me. So I talked with Bob, and even though I haven't achieved my goal, I'm avid weightlifter. I'm in the gym as often as possible, and so I came from the gym. I'm wearing my Anytime Fitness T-shirt. Let's get some cash out of that.
Official sponsors.
And
Anytime
gym
Fitness.
bag is in the car, and my official gear to start this adventure is a water bottle, 3 protein bars, and my gym bag, and weightlifting gloves.
Awesome.
And stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants.
Bob,
All the yoga.
I need to take 5. My stomach is feeling a little bit uneasy thinking about my stretchy pants.
Gonna say I'm having a different issue about my stretchy pants.
Whoa!
Go ahead, Tiana.
Okay, well, I was very unprepared when I came. We left like 5 minutes before we were supposed to be here. I just grabbed the nearest bag, which is my overnight bag, just shoved all my stuff in there, grabbed my water bottle, and headed out. So I still have deodorant, body spray, a toothbrush, extra underwear. I mean, you kind of need that. My water bottle. I also got a computer, and then obviously my D&D stuff. So.
Awesome.
Obviously, the D&D stuff.
And the clothes from last night too. So
Thank you, Dennis, for the $10 donation. Thank you.
Dennis.
thanks, Dennis.
Right on.
Okay, so I'm starting school in 2 days. So I'm taking biochem and PChem this semester. So I've got a chemistry textbook, 2 notebooks, a set of ballpoint pens, and a day's worth of snacks in my backpack with my D&D stuff. So that, my phone, just kind of, I chose the student background, so I just got.
I just noticed your shirt. You're a chemistry person with a periodic table of Star Wars villains.
Yeah.
That's a nice shirt. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's good. It's good. Yeah. So yeah, that's me. Got some stuff.
Awesome.
All right. Well, the other day when I was talking to Bob before I came down here, he said, "Hey, Will, I know you're a painter. Why don't you go ahead and bring down your painting equipment, and we'll get some work done around the village. And then once we're done, we can just play some trumpet for a while, because we used to play trumpet together in high school."
You know, that's what I normally do with my weekends. Paint shit and play trumpet. Just saying.
So I have a set of modern clothes, a set of keys, which are basically car keys, because, I gotta get here. I've got a plastic water jug. I've got a hard hat, steel toe boots, painter's rolling pole, which doubles as a quarterstaff, and my trumpet. I also have a cell phone with a D100% of battery left, which I'm going to roll now.
Oh yeah, we forgot to do that.
74%, which
Damn.
is honestly exactly right now. Where am I at?
Yes, everybody can roll that. From
More
another world background has that.
I'm at 47%, and I have a pocket knife that I
Nice.
skinned as a.
I wish I had my actual percentage and not what I rolled, because I rolled 20.
Oh, shit. All right, so what we're going to do with that, guys, I'm sorry, the Dungeons and Daddies, it's an amazing concept. I'm stealing it. Every time you pull your phone out, you're rolling a D20 to see if you lose percentage on it. So if you roll a 5 or less, you lose 10% of your battery.
Oh.
If you roll a 15 to 10, you lose 5% of your battery. If you roll a 20 or less, you lose 1% of your battery, no matter what you're doing. So, just so you guys know.
All right.
So if I just pull it out and leave it on,
There's going to be a time limit, damn it.
oh,
Abusing the rules. All right, so we will go ahead then and get started. So for those that maybe can't see the shiny silver piece, we are clear over here. Thank you. You guys come into the D&D room. You saw the smoking pile of D&D books, and you're like, what the hell is going on here? So you start looking around, and all of a sudden the map starts glowing. You're like, holy crap, did Bob get like a vinyl glow-in-the-dark map? That's really cool.
Spot on, Bob.
I know, right? That's the kind of thing that I would do as a DM. So you kind of lean in to look at the map, and you feel yourself just keep leaning in and leaning in and leaning in, and all of a sudden, everything goes black around you. You see each other, but you're swirling around in this cosmic LSD trip, because we're all familiar with LSD trips, here,
Right.
clearly. Breaking Bad,
Just
Mr.
a
Chemist.
couple hours ago, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just coming down. So just swirling colors and images and everything flashes in your mind, and Micah's like, holy crap, I really am Kleinenstern. And you end up landing with a very loud and painful thud onto the cold stone ground around you. You can hear the faint dripping of water in the distance, the cold stone underneath of you. Your hands and any exposed skin has that kind of grit of a little bit damp, gravelly, dusty crap you're kind of wiping down. Dave's really getting into it right now. It's the LSD, folks. Don't worry, he'll come down in a little bit. And there's just blackness all around you. You're also like,
I was just gonna do that,
Dave, roll a d20.
It's what I
but
would
now
do.
I'm not, so
Exactly,
I don't have to
yeah.
roll a d20.
14.
14. All right. You only lose, let's see, 15, so you lose 5% of your total battery.
Okay.
You kick on your flashlight and you're looking around and everybody's like, holy shit, that's bright. By the way, this is an explicit podcast with adult language. Be warned.
viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, viewer's discretion is advised, and there is drinking involved. It's okay, don't
Fuck
worry.
yeah, there is.
And I'm wearing stretchy pants.
And he's wearing stretchy pants. So, you guys look
Probably got
around.
any more of those cups sitting around?
So you guys start looking around, and Dave, about 10 feet out in front of you, you think roughly, you see a stone wall, a natural cave type wall. If anybody's been to like Cave of the Winds or anything like that, you see the strata, the different colors and the...
I've been to Happy Jack's Chalk Mine.
You see the different layers in front of you. You don't see any wooden supports like a mine or anything. It seems to be a completely natural cave as far as you can tell. The only thing that is really odd about this is a strange feeling. Like the hair on the back of your neck is standing up, like you get goosebumps. You feel like you have all this energy inside of you that needs to get out. You need to do something. Micah, you had a really strange dream. You blacked out a little bit about a lock and this power, and all of a sudden you're kind of patting yourself down. You're like, holy crap, I've got 2 guns.
My life
And
is
there's
not
a train
that much
coming.
Better.
Another warning, folks. We are literally across the road from train tracks, so forgive the train noise. Mike, you're like looking around and you got your hand like this, and you're like, what the hell? This is a crossbow. Where the hell did this come
Son of
from?
a bitch! What was in that tea?
No, what was in that tea?
LSD.
Tiana, you're standing there in the cave, and you're like, when the hell did Lucifer get here? When the hell again? And you're just like petting Lucifer. Yeah, thank you. Everybody take a D4 damage. Dungeons and Daddy, shut up. No, I'm joking. Dave, you're holding on to the sling of your backpack, and you're like, I didn't remember bringing all my books with me. Like all this big sling, and you're like, I wonder what I could make out of some of this water that's dripping down. Clearly it has minerals in it that could be used for something.
That's a definite alchemical ingredient, water. Yep.
Definitely, yeah. And Will, you're like, I feel like calling a great eagle with my trumpet. And you, I don't know, you're just like, so you have your trumpet case. Would you have a case for it or just your trumpet?
No, there's definitely going to be a case.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
you
a
just have your
backpack strap.
Exactly, yeah. So you got it on your back and you're just wandering around and you're like, I don't remember having this on my back. And everybody all of a sudden has the same thought of, what the hell? We're in a cave. When did this happen? Good, I'm making sure I'm not blocking the camera.
Okay, does anyone have a fucking, does anyone have a torch? Because this is like, I'm at 42% right now. This is,
I've just got the flashlight on my phone. I don't know.
does anyone have anything that can, like, do you have a lighter? Can we set someone's shirt on fire?
I do, as a matter of fact, have a lighter.
All right.
Wait, I have 2 lighters.
There you go. Anything that everybody has in their pockets right now can be used on the inventory. Or Tiana, purse, backpack, whatever you got with you. Will, you got your laptop case, so you can use anything in your laptop case as well.
I'll just walk around with my laptop like...
Exactly. And this is one of those yoga ones, right? And you snap it. All right, so you guys have all the inventory that you currently have in your pockets as well.
Highlighters.
So yes, you have a lighter out. Mike,
I have highlighters.
Are they flammable?
let's test this here in a building. That's a fantastic idea. So you guys have that equipment with you that you got. So Dave, you're looking around, everything like that. Believe it or not, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Natural one.
A natural one. You find what looks like a burnt out torch that looks like it's got about an hour maybe left. You don't know that it's got an hour, but it looks like it's basically about burned out. But you find a burnt out torch along.
Do you want to try this?
We'll give it a shot. Do I have to roll?
No.
All right.
You light it up.
Light said torch.
Yes, you light said torch. It ignites with a little bit of a sputter. It's been dripped on, so it doesn't light very well. But it gives you about 20 foot worth of light. And as you pick up that torch, you kind of look around a little bit further, and you see what appears to be the bleached out bones of something up ahead.
Bob?
Oh my God.
Out of character laughing. I think we would all be a little more concerned.
Exactly, yeah. No, that is 100%. Anybody that knows me, I'm the most accident-prone son of a bitch on the planet. So,
Check this out.
yes. So, would anybody approach those bones?
Yeah, I'll go out there.
I'll go with him.
All right, Will, you are a hunter, so you know basic animal anatomy.
Yeah.
You're looking at them, you're like, these aren't animal bones, and they're scattered a little bit.
This might be Bob. It's not an animal.
But you get up to the skull, and you notice that it has kind of the elongated, not that like dogs have the elongated snout fully in the skull because there's cartilage there, but you see kind of the elongated nose of what looks like almost like a dog or a coyote something like that kind of a skull. And you notice that the legs have a backwards joint to them.
This definitely isn't Bob.
Are you sure?
They hold up the skull like,
He's got a
like Bob,
fucked
you?
up knee. It might just be like that. I don't know.
I have met Tiana before, so I might say you know animals, right?
Yeah, I do.
Come over here. I'll hold the torch.
Whoa. Just because she has blue hair, you think she knows all about death and skulls?
No, animals.
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 There you go.
You're goth, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Tiana, go ahead and roll me an investigation check or a nature check. One of the two.
We'll roll a nature check. Let's see. 17.
For some reason, you do know a lot about skulls and bones.
I got you guys.
And you can tell that this is definitely some sort of dog, wolf, some sort of skull that is very canine in nature, but the body looks like that of a human. But the legs got that weird backwards joint in them. As you guys are digging around a little bit more, you can see that there's chunks of leather and scrap around. Appear to make some sort of almost like harness type thing. There isn't a whole lot there.
Is there any actual cloth in amongst
There
it?
is not any cloth. It is
Okay.
all hide.
Can I try and determine how?
Blue hair equals animal skull knowledge. Good to know. If anybody wants to hop on the Twitch chat, please do, because there's some hilariously entertaining stuff here.
So, would I be able to make some sort of check to try and determine how old this stuff is?
Go ahead, Mr. Kenneth.
What would that be?
That would be knowledge. We'll call it history, nature, or animal handling. One of the two.
None of those. So.
If you can justify it to me another way, go ahead. And if you want to open the windows behind you guys to let in some air, you're welcome.
That's a
It's little
23
different.
with
Huh?
history.
23 with history. You can tell that these bones have definitely been chewed on quite a bit by various critters. Yeah, one of those doesn't work well. You'll have to.
There's no
Question
meat
is,
left on
which
these
one?
things. They're kind of, I don't know.
Oh, there's a
Weirdly-
top. There's a
they're
top
weirdly
block as well.
clean.
Sorry.
Oh.
So I don't think this is like, unless he's been gone for a couple months. I don't think this is Bob. He might have gotten in a fight with some sort of dog, and like they died at the same time, and their death throes, their skulls.
They entwine.
Walk around the corner, open the window, folks, because it's warm in here. Bob's hot
The
stuff.
side of Bob I did not know about.
I don't think
Yeah, I think that's dumb. I think.
Bob enjoys dog fighting, but like personally fighting dogs is the thing.
So.
There we go.
There.
Those latches just don't.
Alright, so most of us are about 80% sure this isn't Bob.
Yeah, is it just
Will
the-
is
Go ahead
still
and
about
go for it.
30% sure it's not Bob.
Yeah. Is it just the one dog thing?
Yeah, all you can see is the one dog skull.
Yeah.
Sure it's
And
a
is
boy,
is there like a path away from the dog bones and a path going like in that direction, or?
As a matter of fact, there are 3 pathways you see. One to your right, one to your left, and one straight in front of where you guys arrived.
Can I make a
Yes.
survival check to see if this animal was killed, if something like led a trail away from it, or anything like that?
Go ahead.
I've seen enough episodes of CSI to know where this is going.
Wish I had my sunglasses.
You're channeling your inner Grissom, and you're looking
Right.
for the different bugs that may have matured.
Okay, so that's a non-nat 20 for survival.
Alright, a non-nat 20. So you would be able to see in the bones, there's a chip right below the 4th vertebrae going down. So right where the neck would have met the shoulders, basically,
Okay.
there's a big gouge out of the bone. You're an avid enough hunter. You know, if you hit the rib cage, with your arrow, it'll chip the bone sometime. You
Right.
got to fish out those splinters. That's what it looks like, but a little bit bigger. So something larger than an arrow tip hit right between that 4th and 5th vertebrae.
Okay, something larger
Oddly
than an arrow
specific.
tip hit the 4th or 5th vertebrae.
From behind in?
Yeah, we'll say
That's
it's kind of
the way it
behind
looks.
and to the side.
That's the way it looks. Somewhat of a glancing blow, but large enough to do some serious damage.
So something's down here hunting wild dog people.
Maybe not hunting,
Just
maybe defending themselves from.
defending
Well,
themselves.
from
or-
the back.
If it's coming from the back, typically to me that says that they got a strike from behind. So they could have set up an ambush, and as the animal walked through, they shot it from behind with a really big weapon, or they dropped down and stabbed it.
or it could
By the
just,
way,
like,
listeners at home, I am very pleased at how well they're taking this transport to another world. Very calmly assessing the current situation. This is like crisis management. They should be in charge of FEMA. Right here. This is your new crew.
For some reason, I just got really.
Oh god! Oh, there's a dead bot.
I'm gonna call my
I mean, I think I would personally be a little bit more concerned if there was meat and flesh.
Yes.
But a bleached skeleton is like,
Yeah, this has been here a while.
I think we should run. I think we should go the opposite direction of the dead body.
what is
There's
the opposite
three
direction? There's three
Roll me
ways.
a d6. 1, 2, it came to the right. 3, 4, it came from ahead. 5, 6, it came to the left.
To the left.
All
the
right,
opposite
so
means
you have the
right.
path straight ahead of you and the path to the right.
Okay.
I will say, after the last 6 months I've had, like being transported to another world, just another day. So,
And I'm just like,
now I've always,
Speak for
you know
yourself.
this,
I
you've
gotta
played
work
me
on
before.
Monday.
I'm the guy who says always go left.
Yes,
That is my
left is
philosophy in
always
everything.
right. You have screwed so many of my dungeons because I'm following somebody's map and you're like, left is always right. I'm like, son of a.
so you know what, Mike? Let's. I'm down with this. However, I don't want to get lost down here.
Don't
So-
they think it's an LSD trip?
We
Probably
won't
an
get
LSD
lost.
trip.
We won't get lost. I'm a natural explorer.
I want to.
How comfortable are you with this?
Well,
You just feel like you
always
can
know
knock
where,
it.
I always know where north is.
He plays his trumpet, and the resonance within the trumpet will stay to that location,
How?
and he can
How?
track
How?
via the resonance.
I have a quick question.
Oh, Mike is raising his hand. Mike.
I've got note cards in my little leather bag and highlighters,
That's what I was gonna say. Is if we have something to mark our way.
so we can keep track of where we've been, so we don't consistently retrace our steps and end up going around. Even though we always know where north is, we don't know what kind of maze of tunnels this might actually be.
It's like the prepared school kid version of Hansel and Gretel.
We don't know. Some fucked up god could have just like made a maze of where it's just back and forth. Like,
So I'm going to take out one of my note cards. It's over here.
miles.
We have legit props here, people. Always go left, the classic. Yes, we agree 100%.
What color do we want our arrow to be? We've got green, orange, purple, and blue.
Green.
All right, green it is.
Green is a good
Her
color.
next hair color choice.
Green.
Actually,
for-
Dave, can you hand me
It was my
from
more
inside there
recent.
either of the two drinks, the energy drinks?
All right, so I will ask our explorer which way is north.
This is not on my
North
official
is
list of
that
games I
way.
game.
All right, and then I will basically point say north, and then we came from this direction.
I just realized I made that too obvious because that's literally how I assigned the map. Was north was going to be the real north on the map.
All right, north is this way. There is the intersection, and we were.
Real quick, you got a laptop with you? Did you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bulky to just carry around, but.
Okay. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Instead of a laptop, you said you got notebooks and paper, right?
Yeah.
Who's done the most maps in D&D? Remember back in the day, the ranger
Yes.
always did the mapping. Yeah.
Yes.
How you feel about actually making a map as
I
like,
mean, I'm a decent navigator.
so like you can say,
I once
well,
got-
I mean, okay, and
I
again,
once
like,
got a buddy of mine all the way through Colorado with just a road map.
and I can pitch the whole ranger steps, is what they call them. They have ranger beads. They actually like. And
You
so
can
for-
go ahead and grab one of the notepads that's up there. I've got small ones and little ones. Please use those because all that happens is my
I don't know
name
the
goes on.
exact formula for it, but it's so many steps counts a bead.
Can you grab me my energy drink?
Oh
on the
my
top
god. I shouldn't have sat here.
So basically,
shelf?
I do a
Dave's the
little.
bitch.
This one? The
I'll
knob?
tip Dave.
Tip Dave. If you're gonna be flashing ones, Mike, I think this is gonna turn an entirely different show.
So I'm going to make a little note.
Okay.
It says, this is the intersection we're at. This is kind of where we're avoiding. North is this way, and we went this way. So that as we draw the map, we can reference the left behind little notes that are going to find a rock to put on top of it to keep it in
Okay,
place.
so we're going left. From north or left?
We're going left, right.
We are going.
Right.
So we're going down the hall.
So we were facing this way when we came in, when we appeared. So are we going left from where we're facing, or are we going left?
I thought we were going left from the opposite way that the beast came from.
Can we get a little map right here and use?
Just a,
Yes, you can use whatever you want to use. You guys can draw. If
Because
somebody wants to actually cartographer on the map, you're welcome to.
So basically, you know, I was basing off of going left from facing away from the.
Dave's
direction
the
that
energy
we
drink
came
bitch.
from.
We love you, Dave.
that wasn't the nickname I was expecting, but okay. So we would be heading this way.
Yes.
Okay. Fun fact.
Dave, provider of energy.
Yes,
Is that
exactly.
better?
He is the
Uh-huh.
the unhealthy carbonated version of a cleric right now.
So at this point, I'm gonna reach into my bag and discover that I've got some weird shit back here. It's like it's weird, like energy.
Dave the
it's like
energy
a
drink
5-hour
bitch.
energy, but it's like a glass bottle. It's like Mountain
Ye
Dew
old
green.
5-hour energy.
It's
Sorry.
super weird.
Dennis is coming through in a big way.
Oh yeah.
Dave is the mitochondria of the group.
He is also the energy drink bitch.
Oh my
Does
gosh.
anyone want to drink this? It's red. I feel like that might mean like strength or
Maybe.
You've played enough RPGs to probably assume that if something crazy and magical is going on, it's probably got to be a good thing if it's red. Health,
Oh, yeah.
energy, rage, something.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna drink this.
I know
Why-
what
why-
Warcraft
I'm
red
not gonna drink. I found
means
liquid in
health,
my backpack.
blue means
Yes.
mana.
Yep,
So
yep.
you drink the liquid in your backpack.
Okay.
Maybe we should wait until something happens first.
Everybody, shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink it.
Alright, you drink it.
I have. So
I would
I'm
not.
gonna get the.
Why do you think I gave it back to him?
Let's just see what happens.
Oh, by the way, is it a health thing?
No, it's not. It's a power serum. So
shit.
I have advantage on strength checks and double carrying capacity for an hour.
Here.
Thundercats! Oh wait, wrong show.
I feel like I just took pre-workout. It's just-
Yeah.
Yes.
Popped up on preteen.
Exactly.
So
Oh,
now he's
great.
on pre-workout and LSD.
Four Loco.
For Loco.
We have so many product mentions.
I know, right? When we don't end up with a sponsorship out of this,
Red
like,
Bull
what are we
Energy
even
wins.
doing here? All right, so where would you guys like to go from here?
We're heading
Down the short hall.
left, which is apparently this direction.
All right, go ahead and flip a coin.
You guys want me to go
I got
first?
this.
I can scout it out a bit.
Heads.
Heads. Mike, go ahead and pick a length of time that you would travel before you're like, you know what? I'm done, guys.
All right, well, we just got here. And like, what type of terrain are we dealing with? Is it,
It's-
it's stone, so is it like uneven, rocky? Are there a lot of spots where you can twist an ankle?
Go
And
ahead.
it's dark also, and we're concerned about the torch. so-
Yeah, roll me a d20 to see how difficult it is.
14.
14, it's fairly difficult, so I'm going to say it's kind of rolling terrain. You can tell that it's a little bit slick, so your feet aren't the sturdiest. It's kind of going up and down an incline, so you're taking a little bit of time. I'd say in a 8-hour day, you could probably walk 1 or 2 squares.
Okay.
Okay.
So I mean, and how's everybody feeling? Like, we just showed up into this world. We're dealing with the effects of like, what the hell's going on? How much sleep did everyone get before we came in
I mean,
here?
I had a full 8 hours last night. I had.
I
got toddlers.
You have-
Sleep?
I
I got 6 hours and then I took a shower after some of
too,
those.
but I'm still
All right.
fairly well rested. I'd say maybe after like an hour or two, like
I feel like the adrenaline of
we
this
can-
situation is gonna make the first day
if
like
if you guys follow me, we can get through difficult terrain like nothing. So like I can take point.
Don't worry, guys. The sirens in the background are just the end of the world. Nothing to worry about.
They're luring us.
Apparently,
through.
we're heading
down
towards
it.
Silent Hill.
You silent hill.
I look down at my feet. I'm like, these boots were not made for walking.
Oh, you're wearing flip flops, aren't
No, I came. According to Bob, I came dressed for the occasion.
you? Okay.
So I'm wearing actual boots.
No, really though, the natural explorer thing. I ignore difficult terrain, and if I'm leading the group, we all ignore difficult terrain.
Nice.
Why don't you just walk like 10
Yeah,
feet?
no, follow me. I'll show you guys where to step so you can
Take-
avoid all the holes and
Take
whatever.
on torch.
All right.
You take yon torch and you guys continue forward. After about an hour, the torch starts to sputter out a little bit, but with your survival, you're like, you know what, this torch is probably still flammable. So you're able to scrape off the crap on the end, chop it up a little bit with a knife, and do the whole...
tear the sleeve off and just...
There you go. You wrap it up and you're able to get all the way to the end. We'll go ahead and say you get 2 squares done. So you go 2 squares forward down that passageway. And around you, it's all still natural cavern. It's starting to get a little bit claustrophobic to some of you. You know, the walls are closing in a little bit.
Let's
It's
not
still...
do that, because I actually am.
Yeah, it's about 15 feet wide, but it's been nothing but the same looking tunnel. The gray, black, white, streaked rock all around you. It's got that slight damp feeling to it, kind of dusty, musty, and everything like that. Let's go ahead, Dave, roll me a d20.
13.
You find a stone feather. Like, it looks like it was off of something that had been broken off. Like a feather-looking statue piece that has been broken off on the ground.
Guys,
It's
what-
the first weird-looking stone that you've found.
Huh. Do you guys, like, have you seen one of these before? Or...
And we're talking a big statue. So the feather's probably like
Oh,
3
yeah.
pounds, like a big... Go ahead and turn it like a big feather, something like that.
Did you see this? Or is it...
We need a banana for
Oh,
scale.
yeah.
Banana for scale.
Well,
We've got a NOS for scale. A feather about the size of this NOS can. Brought to you by NOS. Thank you for the advanced membership.
So is this like
Sponsorship.
is this a parakeet or...
it's not a parrot. It could be an eagle,
Definitely
Micah,
not
roll me a
parakeet.
religion check.
maybe a condor, but I don't know any.
I don't
condors
know
that are
bird
made of stone.
names.
That is a 9.
A
Because I did
9.
not roll well.
It looks slightly familiar, almost grand, you know, angelic, churchy, but you can't tell without color, without, you know, the full piece there. You aren't 100% sure, but it definitely resonates a little bit with you on a soul level, especially with your weird dream that's still fresh in your mind. You guys would have been walking for about 8-10 hours,
Can
so
I-
you would have had a lot of thinking time.
Can
There
I check
are-
the area
is it-
around where I found
That
it?
being said,
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
there are angels you don't want to run into.
Like your cat, Lucifer.
While they're discussing the feather, I've got my crossbow slung over, and I'm like, this thing's it's 18 pounds, right? With a dagger
Yeah.
attached to it, it's like 21 pounds. And they're kind of like digging into the shoulder. I'm like, man, I really wish I could. And then the weapon bond kicks in, and it teleports into the extra mission. Well, that would have been good to know an hour ago.
Where'd you
And
cross
I
that
like
from?
to think that you're just like, what
Apparently,
the
I have a sheath.
fuck?
Whoa! How'd you do that?
I was just thinking.
When-
I was just
Says
thinking
Will
about
with
it
his
would be nice to
laptop
not have to
case, his
carry it.
backpack, his rolling, his paint roller, and his trumpet case, all just up ahead, leading the way for
It all
everybody.
fits over my shoulders.
Yeah.
I got a 21 to investigate.
21. All right, you're able to see that there appears to be a little bit of a disturbed pathway right down the middle of the tunnel, heading further on. It looks
It's
almost like
almost-
footprints, but since it's
Yeah.
just dust, you can't really pick out individual.
Yeah. So something was moving. Like
A
along
giant
this way.
space parakeet.
I don't know. If this is like a statue, someone broke here and then like walked. But it looks like it's leading down the path.
I mean, I
What
could,
if it was the
I could check for tracks or something like that if you want.
You guys can blink. You're fine.
Okay.
Doctor Who reference. You guys can blink. You're fine. No statue angels. No blinking. Not gonna do that yet.
Keyword there's yet.
So with
I don't
your
know- I don't know what-
hunting history and whatnot, did you take a stealth skill to?
Yeah,
Be
I'm
like-
stealthy.
like move around without-
Let's see. There's something here for stealth. Maybe that's favored enemy. Yeah, I mean, for beasts, I have advantage on survival checks to track. If I'm moving alone, I can move stealthily at normal pace.
Okay.
So
Do you want to
guys,
stealth scout ahead and the
yeah,
torch
I-
will make it
I can
harder
go
to
check
be
it out.
sneaky.
Well,
Yeah.
you can take the torch, and if I hear something, I can always just get my phone out real quick and. shine
At this
a light.
point, you guys would know, with your torch being the literal only light source you have seen thus far, you're a beacon no matter where you go. But it's either you stumble around with absolutely nothing, or you're a beacon.
So if we're wanting a guy to be stealthy, apart from the group, do we want the group to be beaconed, or do we want the stealthy guy to be beaconed?
Well, I mean, I could just go ahead and feel along the walls, So I
They're
know where
about-
I'm going.
Yeah, it's about 15 foot wide. You've got plenty of room to go one way or the
So
other.
while we're
But, like,
talking
I
about
could
this,
just
And
use
then when
my
you leave
ears.
that 20
Can I
foot
check the
range of
time?
the torch, it stops.
Yeah,
reading
go
it
ahead.
and
Roll
see.
me another d20.
so this is after we've traveled 2 spaces. 16.
16. All right, you only lose 1% of your battery.
Okay.
But you're able to tell the time, and we're gonna see morning, noon, or morning, night. Actually, you know, what, let me roll a d4.
So how long has it been since we got here?
Like you said, like 8-10 hours.
Yeah, it's been 8 or 10 hours, so we're gonna go ahead and say I rolled a 2, which would be on the thing. It would be between 6 a.m. and noon.
Okay, we've been here a fucking while. Yeah, it's been a while. We might want to like pack up for the night. Like send him forward a little bit so he makes sure there's nothing like crazy just up the way. But
Yeah,
it
I
might be
can
worth it to
establish
take a break for
perimeter
the night.
and check, make sure that there's nothing.
Just check the
around
immediate
the
area
corner,
around
you
us.
know?
I don't think we're gonna find like a cave or any good place to settle up for the night.
What were you gonna say? Oh, you were just stretching.
Yeah, you guys set up camp. Let me go check the area and make sure there's nothing in front of us that could come in. I mean, we already know that behind us is clear.
Oh boy, camp.
Clear, right? I'm rolling up my gym bag to use as a makeshift pillow.
At least you have a mix.
So-
I have a leather.
Fire trucks are going by. I apologize for the noise.
So I'll make a stealth check to go check the area.
All right,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
going to take the torch or have my phone out. It's just going to be like listening, see if I can hear anything, and trying to walk as quietly as possible.
Bob, for reasons I care not to discuss,
Okay.
I have a Dutch oven in my car.
What the hell? No! I like to think you're just lugging the damn thing around because I've got one at home and they're not light, so you're just lugging this Dutch oven around Hamich, and
So that's going to be 14 for stealth.
14. All right, you're pretty confident. You're shuffling a little bit, you know, not
It's kinda
exactly
heavy.
sure because with the one hand and it's got a kind of an incline, you're making a little bit of noise, but you're pretty confident you're able to get up to the top and you don't notice anything around you. That being said, your light is only about 20 feet around you, so it's a
I'm
little
not.
bit.
I wasn't going to take any light.
Oh,
I was
you're
gonna
just
feel
looking.
along the walls
He's
and
just
like
feeling around.
listen, see if
Yeah.
I hear anything.
Then you're able to hear the occasional drip of water, the occasional shifting, cracking type noise that you guys have heard of. Maybe a couple of rocks falling loose, or maybe something above you making noise, or something further on down the tunnel. But with all of the echoes, it's a little bit hard to tell if you're hearing people in front of you or behind you. It's enough of a distraction that you aren't 100% sure, but everything seems to be normal noise as far as you can tell.
Okay. I'm assuming at this point I'm out of earshot from everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you see over there?
I'm gonna take.
Is that seriously what you? Okay.
I'm gonna take this moment to call my fiance. So what do I roll for getting my phone out? A D20.
Roll a d20.
That's a 12.
At 12, you lose 5% of your battery. When you
Okay.
do so. Oh no,
Hold on.
10% because it was up.
10%.
No, 5. Sorry. I'm wrong.
5%. All right.
While he's off scouting.
Aaron? So, you remember how I told you I'd be back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm impressed that you got a call.
I know.
Here, we showed up to play D&D, and Bob was just gone, right?
Oh my god.
We don't know where he is. The battle grid started glowing. We all got sucked through a portal, and
I
now...
can't even take you serious.
Aaron, I'm being serious right now. Like, I'm in a dark cave.
Okay.
And I just... I don't know when I'm going to be back. I'm just really scared right now. I don't... Why are you laughing at me? Come on. I just wanted to call you and tell you that I love you because I don't know when I'm going to be back.
Oh my god.
Is that Kian?
Yeah.
Tell him I love him.
Oh my god.
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
I didn't know we got service.
I'm to call 911? Do I have to actually do that
What network do you, or what provider do you use?
Straight Talk.
Huh?
Straight Talk.
Straight Talk. There you go, folks. It can get service even in like this other realm. Just saying.
How much do you have to pay for extra dimensional
What's
service?
the roaming fee on that?
By the way, the
it's a
chat says,
$50
"LOL, don't believe it, Aaron. He's lying."
It's a $50 flat fee. I got unlimited talk, text, and data. So
There you go. There you go.
Thank you, Straight Talk.
Where they get you is finding a charging station. Quick, cast lightning bolt into my phone.
I'm having that exception.
Shazam.
Yep.
Shazam! Yes, I love to
So-
think that I'm wearing that hat with the duster.
While
No, I actually wore my Morganer hat.
Well, he's off scouting. One thing we
I
need to
probably have it
focus
with
on
me.
is figuring out who had food in their initial. I had the 3 protein bars. You had a days full of snacks. Did
Yep.
you have any food?
I've got a
with you?
wild cherry Pepsi.
She's got a cat.
Okay.
Back off.
So we'd probably try to figure out a way to ration out what's available. To like,
Yeah, I've got a
like
thing.
literally like.
I can go a couple days without eating.
So I wasn't gonna say anything just yet, but since we're about to go to sleep, I can do this now, and I just point my finger, and just a stream of water comes out. I don't know how.
I
to
don't
tur-
want
I don't know how to.
that.
I don't know how to
Somebody
turn it
suck
off.
on his finger for water.
I real quick check my atomic correctness.
It's so it keeps going. It's 10 gallons about. I don't know how to turn it off.
So you can we can
You
like
know,
hold the
you've heard
water
of-
bottles up to it. And
Yeah, you've heard of dipping somebody's hand in the water, to make them piss their pants while you're sleeping, but instead it's just the water. He fills it up with his hand.
I don't know
He
if I
dipped
want
his hand
that
in the
water.
bucket.
I don't want that omelet.
I can adjust the pressure a little bit.
If he uses all 5 fingers, it's a shower. He's just like covering his eyes.
It's for
Does
anyone have a
hard to
bucket?
reach plants.
I can fill your water bottle up. I'm pretty sure it's good. It tastes like Dasani. I don't really like it that much,
Oh, Fuji.
but
Damn, I see.
yeah.
Light water all the way.
Oh my god.
So it has like a bowl.
You
I've got that
you drink it first, and as long
Okay.
as you survive, then I'll consider.
This is all on live stream, folks.
Like,
Immortalized
He's just
forever.
never gonna get dehydrated. You know. It's like-
What I want to know is where the water is coming from.
Yeah, Dasani. Yeah.
It's natural spring water.
What happens when you do finger guns?
Squirt.
Squirt.
Well, it's weird. It's just like a feeling. Like it feels like I don't know how to.
Are you
describe it.
actually losing moisture from your body?
No,
as
this
happens?
it isn't for me.
Hey, you want to watch me drink this guy?
Wow, Dave has many talents. Mitochondria and human shower.
Fill me up, Dave.
Fill me up.
Oh my god.
Cheers, mate.
Tastes like Dave.
Not bad. Tastes like
Dave.
Should that be a t-shirt now?
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
great.
hey guys, what I miss?
We're
Dave.
drinking
You just
Dave.
come back to Dave sprinklering his finger.
What the fuck?
Mike is drinking Dave.
Mike is drinking Dave.
I'll be right back. I gotta call my fiance.
Oh, hell.
And then I'll make the comment, can you even get service?
Yeah, I called her.
What?
Yeah, I talked to her for like 2 minutes. She didn't believe me, but I told her I wasn't gonna be back tomorrow, like I said. And
I turned my phone on.
Okay, roll me a d20.
A 2.
At 2, you lose 10% of your battery.
hey, you guys want to know what my phone percent battery is now that I use my phone? 69.
Ah! We're all 12, I promise.
Oh, and I feel my. Thanks. I actually got that message.
That's good, I think.
I'm not gonna check it.
Okay.
So
Actually,
I,
I will.
just sent him a text.
Wait, guys, 1 sec. I'm gonna turn my phone on.
Bob, I rolled a 16 to check my text messages.
You only lose 1% of your
I'm
battery.
at 19%.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
You lose 10%.
How much did you say that I lost with mine?
10.
I
God, that
lose
was
how
an
many?
expensive text message.
Hmm?
I lose how many?
You rolled a 2, you said?
Yeah.
You lose 10%.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up another window. It's hot in here, guys.
So I sent Mike.
Oh, David Campbell.
I'm
Actually
Bob.
calling me.
It's
Hello?
Bob.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Where are you?
Is that Bob?
Yeah.
It's actually this is the first call I've gotten. I'm in this place called Arcadia. You know that game I was talking about? Yeah, I'm here.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really, Mike, you're there too. Holy shit!
What? No, we came here for the charity game. If you're in Arcadia, can you say hi to Klein for me?
Oh yeah, actually I haven't met Klein yet, but I'm sure he's here somewhere.
Did you pop in like a weird like underground cave system that goes on for a while?
Kinda, yeah. There was a bunch of water where I was at, along like a shore or something like that.
Yeah, we didn't get that, but we're underground somewhere. We've been walking for like a day.
Yeah. Everything that I told you about the Shadow Cleft, it's like real as far as I can tell.
I wasn't paying attention to any of that.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's as far as I can tell, it's you want to go to Niska if you're able to.
Dude, also, Bob, I hate to tell you, but all your books burned.
Son of a bitch!
Because when we got to the room, there was just a big pile of smoking D&D books.
Okay, are you really worried about the books right now?
That's
we're
probably
in your
true.
made-up D&D game.
Yeah, that's true. If you see a guy in a raven mask with red robes, that's me. I hit a goth phase when I got here, I guess. Something.
Raven mask, red robe.
Is there an exit to this place, or?
I don't know where you are exactly. Head towards Niska. Remember, it's through the darkness hiding. It's the only real one. If you meet somebody, talk to them.
God.
All we've seen is a 3-way intersection and a long tunnel.
Bob, don't you give up on us.
I won't.
We're gonna find you.
Okay.
Don't give up, Bob.
I won't.
Don't give up.
I won't.
Never let go! Never let go!
Yeah, I hung up. That's getting annoying.
I'm just gonna excitedly.
I did not.
I
think that
can
would
meet
work.
Barnaby.
Not gonna lie, this is the most ridiculous meta everything I've ever heard, and it is amazing.
Mike, if this is real, then that means Klein is real.
Mm-hmm.
And that terrifies me. Because if Klein is real, then that means that everything he knows is real. And that means there's a lot of things that I don't want to be real that are real.
Like weird dog-headed people.
Like cosmic truth kind of
Like
stuff.
cosmic truth kind of stuff.
For anyone who doesn't know, if you're not watching or listening to the Adventuring Guild podcast, Chaos Plan, Klein, and Barnaby are our characters for that particular podcast.
Like Dave? Like, also every aspect of fiction that has ever been written is real.
Oh god.
The Elder Gods are real.
What if this is all just like this is how Bob wrote it, right?
Correct.
So
What was that?
What?
Did you guys hear that? Some random voice just said correct.
Is that God?
I got a letter from him earlier. I don't think it was him.
A letter from him earlier.
No, but this is all like Bob's world. Like what? So everything that Bob would
The
put in
meta of this
game.
game is going to make my head explode.
So we gotta think like Bob.
Right. So
Don't.
Wait,
don't.
that is in and of itself a terrifying prospect because Bob would have had us randomly generate this dungeon.
Oh God.
Bob does his best thinking when he's not thinking. It gives him a headache if he tries.
Wow.
So knowing that, then good luck.
Choose
Either
Ben's
one.
favorite name.
So what should we do? Should we rest for the night and then?
Yeah, we've actually started
Get a game plan in
pooling
the morning.
resources for rations.
I
I donated my 3 bars, which
already hate half these, but if anyone wants a sour gummy octopus or
I got
Airheads Extremes.
a wild cherry Pepsi.
We are always seeking sponsorships, every corporate corporation that we have mentioned thus far.
Go for
This
the
long
eyes
rest
move.
is brought to you by Airheads.
They're out of control.
Tasty extreme.
If we need to forage and
I mean,
wherever
foraging
we are,
would be great,
like,
but
I'm pretty good at that.
I'm
Go
just looking
ahead
around.
and make an investigation check or a survival check.
So that's gonna be a survival, which
think what-
is
Moss
14.
and the moss
And what did you roll,
fungus
survival or
and
investigation?
Other mushroom
Survival.
type things
Survival.
in there, maybe?
You can see that there's actually a lot of strange holes in the wall of the cavern, kind of close to here, and you see what appears to be little bits of fur. You're pretty sure there's like rats or something equivalent living down here.
Nutri-rats?
well. You guys see all those holes up there? I'm pretty sure those are rodent nests or something.
I mean, if you want to stick your hand
I'll
in there.
drink Dave, but I'm not eating a
I mean,
rat.
I don't want to
See, I'll eat a rat, but I won't drink Dave.
So I can have your share. I'll trade you one rat for a pint of Dave.
Pint of Dave.
Pint of Dave.
Free market trading. Our
pint of
economy is
Dave.
live and well.
You've heard of Taste the Rainbow, Taste the Dave.
Taste the Dave, though.
The Dave.
Okay, but what are the like? If there are rats down here,
Dude, I
right?
don't-
What do they eat?
Are they ROUSs?
I don't know.
Are they ROUSs?
I don't think they
They
exist.
probably eat whatever they can. Rats are omnivorous. They just eat everything.
We haven't.
He's
seen-
literally the ranger of the group. folks.
Rats are eat all of us.
Yeah, they'll eat us.
So
if
the
we
rats
die,
might have
so
been
let's
what
not do
ate
that.
away the rest of the bones we found.
That is very true.
Like
That
I
could be
like I
it.
said, if push comes to shove, I'll eat a rat. I'm just looking.
Well,
I feel like we
let's-
wait till day 2 to eat rats.
Yeah, I mean, we've got enough
Like
gummy
it's a day
snacks
two
to
thing.
last us. You
I've got
know,
enough gummy snacks, and I really wish I had stopped.
Protein bars.
I really wished I had grabbed a large pizza at Casey's before I stopped in.
Okay. Well,
all right. Well, let's just worry about food tomorrow. If we need to catch rats, I guess we can do that. But I mean, stakes priority. Am I right, guys?
I mean, we know that if this is Bob World, if this is Arcadia, and he had us randomly generate this map, there is a way out. We just will eventually have to find it.
Everybody go ahead and roll me a d20.
Ooh.
Got a 7.
11.
18.
You are the only one that's like, holy shit, Bob made a campaign guide online for this shit. So we can look at everything he has on Arcadia at www.theadventuringguild.com.
I mean, we have service. That being said,
Bitch.
I don't have the juice to keep popping things up all the time.
I mean, I've got my laptop, but I kind of want to conserve it. There's a charger.
Going
but
from the
where am I
gummies to
gonna-
rats sounds delicious.
Where am I going to plug it in? I can't plug it into the wall. Do any of you have lightning spells?
I
mean, because I got some new stuff.
I
and
could
we
just
can
shoot
transfer
some water out of my finger right
I did
now.
not
do that.
I
break it.
I would probably not have gone Tempest Domain.
Who would be the least involved with the conversation right now?
You?
we will just
Me.
Roll me a perception check.
we'll just look over at Tiana.
Unnatural 20.
Go ahead and roll me then a d10.
Oh god.
5.
Uh-oh.
Out of the darkness, you see a shadow begin to move.
I cast it in the
Guys.
darkness.
Guys.
As everybody's arguing right now, do you hear Tiana say, guys?
Guys.
Nope.
Guys!
I'm not even yelling and I'm just like, guys. Guys.
We all- Bob,
Everybody roll
Do it.
me a, initiative as the strange
Bob,
spectral
am I
creature-
surprised? Am I surprised?
Oh, god damn it, Will. Of course you have that.
Remain alert to danger even while performing a task.
You hear her say, guys, and you're like, holy shit!
Guys!
Everybody roll initiative. It's not a surprise, or no surprise, but no, you know what I mean.
13, 17. So I'm doing math.
25.
All right, so you guys can't see it at home, but I have on the board written 20 plus 20, 15, 10, and 5, and this is how we determine initiative with little sticky notes that have everybody's names on them. So, let me erase
13
there.
plus 4 for 17 plus 2 for
Will, you said you got
19 plus
27?
2 for
No, I got a
21.
13.
13?
I think you got 27. didn't you?
25.
25.
17 and 8.
21.
Mike got
13.
25. What did you get?
21.
21?
16.
16?
And
12.
my cat goes when I go.
All right, and then the enemy. No, that's the lowest. All right, so the turn order will go Mike, Micah, Tiana, Will, Dave, and the enemy. So as Will shouts, guys, holy shit! You notice a shadowy figure come bolting out of the tunnel ahead of you. So what would you do, Mike, upon turning and seeing this? I'm going to cover everything. This creature come out of nowhere.
Oh.
Well, no BS. We can all be brave in the D&D world and be like, oh yeah, I would just I'm gonna take a step back for just a split second. Which this is, oh my god, this is fucking real. I cursed. And I'll be like, I wish I had the cross. Shoot it! And I will. Now, one thing about it is that one of the feats that I took that was involved in the adventure class, I got First Strike, and First Strike grants me the first round of combat, again, an additional 10 feet of movement, a +1 on my first attack, and if I hit with it, an additional 1d8 damage. So that's kind of fun.
Hi, Rhino, we love you.
Rhino! Rhino! So what type of range are we talking? Like, how far away is this thing?
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
The D100. 66.
66 feet away. We're going to go ahead and go with 65 for the 5-foot conversion.
5, all right, and my range on, is 100, so we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and make, before I even do anything, I'm going to take a shot. So +9.
Whoa! First combat, first
Oh my god! My rifle instructor would kill me.
You aren't used to crossbows.
That's true. It's my first shot.
Exactly.
I'm used to a 3-round burst, M16, ACOG and all.
Exactly. You forget to take into account that arc that happens with the bolt, and it falls just short when it hits.
That's right.
Yeah, you can flip those upside down if you want to prevent the noise. We got notepads all over the place, guys.
All right. Well, and I do have crossbow expert, which I transferred over to the D&D world from my 4th award rifle expert badge that I earned in my service. So I will definitely load another bolt, yank that sucker back, and try to take another shot. 6 plus 10 for 16.
16 to hit?
Yeah.
Definitely hits.
Okay, so a D8. I don't get that bonus damage.
You definitely 2 to the head, 1 to the chest, right in the center with that aiming type thing.
All right.
You're
I had one shot just to kind of figure out my alignment.
Exactly.
There we go. So, and I'll be doing a D10, not a D8. D10 plus 4. That's a 1 plus 4 for 5.
4, 5. All right. As you shoot into it, and it's a +1, correct?
It is +1, yeah.
All right. So then 6 total, or does the 5 include?
No,
the
that's 5 total, including the +1.
All right. As it slams into it, you notice that the arrow slows down as it passes, or the bolt slows down as it passes through the specter and continues on through. But you can see that it was almost like it slowed down as well. Like that point of resistance, kind of arms went forward and it kind of caved in around that, and then it continued on forward. But you notice that the mass is slightly less than what it was before.
Interesting. All right. Now, how big is this thing?
This thing is medium, so it's about your size.
All right. I still have my movement left, and I do get the plus 10 feet of movement. So for that, the base speed of 30. So I'll just go 40 feet straight forward, so that I'm the first one it comes to.
Awesome. All right.
Because I've kind of taken account of who has what abilities, and I imagine I'm probably the only one that's built to take the hit.
Probably, yeah. Right now,
all my years at YRTC getting beat up by teenagers.
Oh my god. We love YRTC. It's a great program. Needs some changes. All right.
Thanks for the fence.
Thanks for the fence. We're not gonna go there. Micah,
No.
it is now on to your turn. Jesus.
get it together.
I'm just gonna
This
go.
happens the same second. That's why Mike's first shot was off.
Oh, yes!
Scream.
I'm gonna take a.
Pull out the gun at my right hip, hoping that it is prayers as I'm saying one, and attacking at disadvantage because I am utilizing my fan the hammer ability because I'm just unloading 6 shots at this thing.
You hear in the background in your spirit patron, it's high noon.
It's high noon.
It's a high noon.
That is a.
That broke my speakers, I think.
Oh God.
R.I.P. headphone users.
That no longer have hearing aid, or no longer have eardrums.
Bob, that was a 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit, not quite enough. As you're fanning the hammer, going as quickly as you can with that, you somehow take a break right when you get to Mike. You have enough sense to do that, and as you take that break, it goes right past where the Spectre is and continues on the other side of Mike.
And I was like,
Covering fire. Don't worry, you're safe.
It's okay. This takes me back.
and what do I have for bonus actions? Actually, I'm going to. How close is he? How close is he to me?
60 some odd feet.
66 feet from where we were standing. As
65.
65.
All right, so I'll. I was out beyond optimal range for my gun anyway. I don't really want to move closer to it, but I feel like my guess is I missed because I was too far away. So I'm going to move.
Damn it, Mike! You were in my way.
So I'm going to move closer to it to try to get a better shot. Just like. Please no.
All that practice at the range, you know that you got to get just a little bit closer to hit ghosts.
I'm like, it's a ghost!
All right. So then we move on
I'm not
to.
going to challenge it.
We move on then to Tiana. How much further would you move?
I'd move up as my 30 feet. Actually, Bob, I take back what I did. What I need to re-roll that because I have advantage on attack rolls with firearms against creatures that I'm not acted. So the disadvantage from my quick draw shooters would have been negated.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
And because I fired off 6 shots.
Oh, Jesus. Mike, this shouldn't make you nervous at all that he's behind you firing off 6 shots all at once.
So, the fan of the hammer, let me just read this for you. A staple of Wild West fiction, a revolver with the fan the hammer property, can be unloaded quickly at the cost of accuracy. As an action, I can expend a minimum of 4
Good to
bullets,
hear.
up to a maximum of 6 in the gun, and unload on a single target. The attack roll is made at disadvantage, and if successful, I roll double damage dice. So I start off rolling 4 for the 2d6 from prayers, and then add add an extra die for each round I fired. So that's gonna be.
Yeah, if we end up having to shut the door, you're more than welcome to.
So that's gonna be 5 more dice, 5 more
Do
d6.
you remember when he shot me with a ray of frost? When I was chasing after the guy who
Yeah. Almost got you guys the catching. But I think what happened, he tripped or he grabbed. Somebody teleported in front of him and grabbed him.
Yeah, because I had was it Dimension Door?
I think so,
I had
yeah.
Dimension Door as a warlock spell, and so even though I was slowed down, I was able to pop, and then I just held the sword up. Bong!
Exactly. That's right, you both blinded.
18, 28, 29, 33, 1, 32, 33, 34, 35 points of radiant damage to this thing.
Holy cow.
Does that double? Possibly.
Not doubled, luckily, on my end. 35, you said?
Yes.
He is officially bloodied. By the way, viewers at home, this is a CR5, and they just took him down to half health in a single attack.
My gun is now overheating.
Son of a...
I was like, Dave, I need you.
All right. We then move on to, let's see, because you redid your turn. Tiana went. Will, it would be now.
I didn't
No,
know.
yeah.
Oh, you
Actually,
didn't go.
wait.
That's right. Oh, wait.
Plus another 1 damage.
Plus another one. Okay. If it gets too hot in here, just let me know and we'll open that door back up.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my crossbow from my backpack. The entire time you see
Naturally.
like
Just
this-
totally, yeah.
just like, just like
That's
this
why-
isn't
that's
real,
why she acted
this
so
isn't
low
real,
initiative.
This isn't real. This isn't real. And just kind of
A
like
ghost!
Ghost! It's the rain! Holy crap! If you shut it all the way, it'll click. You have to push it pretty hard.
That's all I've got.
You can flip the latch if you have to.
So I try to very calmly shoot at this thing.
Totally natural. She's secretly one of the Ghostbusters.
That's a 10.
That's 10. You shoot at the thing very calmly, and due to your calm, it zenly passes straight through the creature without affecting it.
Would be Dex plus proficiency.
Oh, yeah.
If you,
Okay,
because you got
well then
proficiency
it's
with.
13.
13, that hits, I kid you not, exactly. You center the mass straight in the middle, following the path that both of them took, and just,
Yeah, it's Dex plus your proficiency because you took that.
yeah,
weapon,
yeah.
That feat, whatever that was.
By the way, we're using the adventurer class, which starts you off with absolutely nothing. You have to buy all of your proficiencies, everything. You start off with a 100% blank character.
It's
3
awesome.
points of
It
damage.
is awesome.
So much fun.
What was that?
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage.
1 minute.
All right. Oh no, not my turn. Never mind.
Yep, on to Dave.
Nope.
Will.
Will, on to Will.
Okay, so as all this is happening, everybody's shooting at the thing.
Does that make it a Holy Spirit?
I'm looking around, and all I got is this little extendable paint pole. I'm like, that's not gonna work. And I look over. and they're
Extendable
like-
maple. Is that like fairy fire where you could mark them up to make a bench?
No, it's just the roller is detachable. I just have the pole.
Awesome.
And I look around. Holy shit! There's a longbow. I can use that. I don't want to get close to that fucking thing. So I run
Want
over. I grab it. Guys, I found a longbow. Pull back an arrow.
My ears are ringing from firing off 641 caliber bullets.
Especially in a tunnel, everybody's ears are ringing.
And I'm going to shoot it twice with the longbow. I have extra attack. I'll roll them both now.
It is 100% homebrew. We'll post a link in the official recording. Going to be posted up later on today.
It's fun, brew.
Fun brew.
Well,
Is that a 1?
yeah, the first one is.
I feel your pain, brother.
The second one is a 12. So in my panic, I just completely.
You're used to you use a compound bow when you're hunting, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're used to the compound bow. You know, once it clicks back, you don't have that pull anymore, so you're able to aim and everything. And with shots being fired off next to you, another crossbow person in front of you, and then Tiana unloading her crossbow, and you're like, holy crap, where did that come from? You know, it's enough of a distraction that your first shot goes completely wide, ricochets off of the stone wall, but the second one comes right near it, just not quite center of mass. On then to Dave.
Okay, so I'm gonna step back 20 feet from everybody else because this is a fucking ghost. Fuck that. And I'm just gonna kind of instinctually like put my hand up because there's a fucking ghost, and there's these like Doctor Strange style runes that appear in like a geometric pattern in front of my hand. And at the vertices, there are these 3 little globules of energy that just kind of flare up and then surge out of it. I'm casting.
Holy
magic
crap, I
missile.
finally used calculus from high school.
Magic missile. You're
so
firing it
that's-
at the darkness?
Yes. No, I'm firing it at my.
It has to happen once a game. Might as well be now.
So
I didn't do it on purpose.
That's 12
That
points
was a
of damage.
penguin.
Goddamn penguins. If you don't know about our penguin troubles, go ahead and check out the Chaos Plan for more penguin
That
games.
was homebrew review.
And I have.
That was Tracy Fisher.
Tracy
I have
Fisher.
no first level spell slot left.
It is looking to the point
where it is starting to disperse. You can see that it still has a really scary ass scream, tight face, the mask up front, and you can see that it's still got one of the eyes and kind of the trail behind it. But the rest of it is starting to disperse. We then move on to the Wraith. The Wraith then surges forward a full 60 feet. So it is 5 feet outside of you.
Did it just go right over me?
Oh yeah,
Remember, I ran up. I ran
It runs
40
up
feet. It would have
straight.
been 25 feet from me.
It runs up straight to you in a
Starts
classic
coming?
Harry Potter Dementor style. Opens up its mouth and begins sucking your life force out of you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
As it approaches, I give it the 2 full 100. So what am I making?
A Constitution saving throw.
That's +3. How's a 9, Bob?
A 9 doesn't quite do it. You put on a brave face and you try and scare it away, but it is able to overpower your defense a little bit. Oh shit.
Love to hear that.
And it sucks out of you 17 life points. So you feel yourself become drained and exhausted. And
17, huh?
17, and it regains a portion of those. You can see it kind of, some of the smoke that surrounded it, the wispiness, begins to come back to it.
Mike, you okay?
It hurt.
It hurts.
Mike, you okay?
By the way, whose D8 is this? Does anybody have a red D8 they're missing?
Not mine.
Maybe no.
I think it's
They
Dave's.
look like those.
No, this is though.
Oh,
Those
no,
are that's more
No?
translucent.
Yeah, it is.
I have no idea where this D8 came from then.
3D8.
Oh, 3D8. 3D8, yes. So it begins to gain back some of its form. So then, oh shit, it regains all of it. You didn't hear that. We then move on to
Back to me.
Mike again.
All right. Well, we don't retreat because if it's doing this to me, it's going to do it to everybody else, and can't let that happen. Crossbow master. Fortunately, I don't take disadvantage when I fire at point blank, so
Center mass.
I just mother and load and fire. And since I got 2 attacks, I'll just shoot them both right now. But we need to declare which one is the first attack for the purpose of first strike. So, you okay with that?
Yeah, whatever you want. You can re-roll it if you want. Otherwise,
I mean, it didn't have a whole lot of speed
Yeah, that's
left on it. It probably would have been fun. And well, at least the first attack, 14 plus 9, 23.
Yep, 23 damage.
20, 24, and I get an extra D8 on that attack, so I get a D10 plus a D8 plus 4, 14 plus 4 for 18 damage.
It is now nothing but the head. The extra claw arm on it disperses, and all it is this gaseous, ghostly form of a head.
So, center mass.
Center.
And then, like we said, we also had made that slight adjustment to the polearm master, where you, after making an attack with the weapon, you can then pop. So now that I'm firing in point blank, it's like pop, chunk, pop, and I'm just gonna boom, try to hit it with that butt strike.
Awesome.
Butt strike.
Spanking that ghost.
Which is going to be 3 plus 3. Now my question is, since the weapon is enchanted, does the +1 to attack apply to that too? So
Is it enchanted
plus
weapon?
7 to hit.
Statistically, this is impossible. Statistically speaking.
So I'm like pop, and then I go for the whole wham, and he just ducks under
Well,
a bit.
yeah, you go to swing it and you forget that it's not a gun. It has that whole bow on the front. It kind of catches you in the shoulder, so you aren't able to get the full swing.
I mean, like, this is going to take a bit of getting used to.
Exactly. At least you didn't cut yourself with a knife in.
Only the one on the butt stroke.
Alright, so that was action and bonus action. I don't want it to get an opportunity attack on me. I'm just going to go ahead and bend down a little bit and hopefully give these guys a little more room to shoot.
Alright.
I'll be like, and I'll shout back, "It's weak! Take it out!" Oh!
So what we'll do is I'll have you take a knee. What that'll do is that'll give everybody, it'll take 5 feet just to stand up, but everybody else will be able to shoot over the top of you, no
Awesome.
worries about hitting you.
So if anybody else rolls a nat 1, you won't hit Mike in the back of the head with a frost bolt.
There's a ray of frost.
Ray of frost.
That's what it
excuse me.
was. I want to see if I can give somebody the assistance.
I think that's a bonus action.
Once.
Did you take it as a bonus? or-
It is as a bonus action.
There you
got
go.
a bonus action. So, nope. I should have done that instead. I should have given Micah the bonus action instead of making the attack.
Hey, you got a ghost in your face. Nobody blames you for
Yeah.
taking 2 shots.
And plus, I make poor life decisions. Hence the 8 wisdom, which is accurate. All right.
All right, on to Micah.
Thinking.
I shot back. It's weak. Finish it off.
Finish him.
I don't have much more. I mean, in me.
Yeah.
You know what sounds really fun? We're gonna take a couple steps. You actually, 40-foot range is good for me. So just gonna cock back and shoot. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
That is 12 points of psychic damage.
That is almost enough. You can still see the glowing eyes in its form.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm seeing that I'm actually causing some damage to this thing, and seeing what it did to Mike, I'm going to move up to as an action.
You know what I forgot to do, Bob? When I was shooting point blank. Get some.
I expect you to card all of your bolts with some sort of message, each one of them.
To whom it may concern.
Yeah.
That won't really help Mike. That's an action. I don't think. I could have used Hunter's Mark. I forgot that was the thing I can do.
Talking.
That's really all I can do. My bonus actions are not applicable because I can make it not. I can make it unable to move away from me or. That's an action. That's an action. That's a bonus action, but it doesn't. Yep. I can't help you right now, Mike.
All right.
I helped by shooting it.
Recover my. Just kind of hold it up in between me to try to parry off anything you want to do.
For sure.
Parry a ghost. That's a real.
Ghost. Harry the Ghost.
His name's
He's
Harry.
got a name, goddammit.
Yes, Harry the ghost.
Parry the ghost.
Alright. So then on to Gianna.
Okay, so I forgot that I do have extra attack. So
Nice!
I'm gonna shoot my crossbow twice at the.
I mean, you are in a stressful situation. It's all good if you hurry.
Yeah. So the first one is a 13, and then the other one is over 20.
Both hit.
I did too.
Yeah. She got lined up with that first one, and
That's
And a couple of
percentile die.
deafening cracks.
50 tens.
Okay. So 6 points of damage.
You also with the crossbow weapon.
Yep.
You add your dexterity modifier to it.
So plus 4.
So +4 altogether.
that is enough to totally disperse this shadowy creature in front of you. And everything goes eerily silent.
One in each eye.
One in each eye, yes. Yeah, basically, that's exactly all that you guys hear.
That's what I deal with every day.
I know, right?
What the fuck was that?
Parry.
Why do you
What
have
the
a
fuck
gun?
was that?
That was a car outside, revving his engine like a douche. Sorry.
So
I thought those were props. I thought you were
even
talking
though it's
away.
gone, like I stay in the mode, like
Yeah, and you can
It's the thing that carries
smell
through, it's like,
almost this
you know.
ozone-y type smell. It almost makes you want to sneeze. Kind of fills your nostrils with this ozone-y type.
like I
smell.
literally maintain that kneeling position with the rifle out, or the rifle.
Exactly.
It's bringing me back, man.
Exactly.
It's bringing me back. Just load another round and be ready just in case. Like I'll sit there for the next minute or so just to be prepared if something else
I'm going
comes
to dump my stent casings into my bag. I might need those later.
Okay, maybe we don't argue loudly before we're trying to sleep. We should have someone keep watch if we're gonna rest here for the night.
How about we move camp?
Move like 50 feet that
Yeah,
way
let's
so we're
just
not
get out
on
of the
top of a
area.
weird ghost corpse. Cool.
I didn't hear anything down that
Is there
direction when I
anything
went
on the
south.
ground, like where we killed it?
Did it drop any loot, Bob?
Go, yes. All of a sudden, these gold coins eject out of this spectral corpse. No. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Oh, I'm good at that. That's an 8, a natural 8, so 16.
A natural 8. So 16 will look
Yeah.
at. You notice that there's some slime stuck to one of the bolts that's lodged in the stone wall. Oop, just a second. Call! I love being on work call. So you notice that there's some ectoplasm, which counts as 6 gold pieces worth of crafting materials for you, Mr. Alchemist. I'll be back, guys. I love you all. Game live stream.
We're gonna take 5.
We're gonna take 5.
Hello.
Say good things about the podcast and talk about things that we do and
Wow, that podcast? How great is that?
www.adventureguild.com.
What he said, you're there.
You know.
Oh,
You guys can go take a smoke. That's no problem.
We can just stand here.
Yeah, I don't care. I've been smoking a pipe in here for the whole weekend. So you guys notice that, like I said, the ectoplasm is the only thing that you see really around you, and it's definitely some sort of alchemical component. You're looking at it, and
Got
it
some
has
weird, stringy, like
Yes.
chemical properties,
Exactly.
like non-Newtonian kind of.
correct. Yeah, it's got kind of an acidic type property to it. Seems to be something. It kind of glows a little bit. So you're pretty sure you could use this to go ahead and roll me an intelligence check crafting. So you add your proficiency in intelligence.
Both?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That's 27.
27. You can definitely create the fairy fire spell with this. So you put it all inside of a, we're going to call it vinegar and baking soda type solution with this ectoplasm. Mike's breaking crap out there. You've seen it online. Way to go, Mike. Don't worry about it.
My ass is powerful.
That unarmed strike, that hip bump. Boom.
That butt strike.
That butt stroke there, Mike. So just for the listeners at home, I'm going to have to take a break in about a half an hour, take some pilots that we've got at the motel here up to the airport, and then I'll be good to go. So you are able to tell from this ectoplasm that you can put it in an explosive type material solution that if you were to throw it at somebody, everything within 5 feet will have to take a dexterity saving throw versus your intelligence modifier and proficiency, or it is coated with this glowing material. So the fairy fire spell first level.
I'm gonna
Within 5 foot.
I'm gonna throw this in like a pouch or something.
You have that empty bottle from your potion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can throw this at a dude, right? And if it hits him, he gets like sticky, like dead ghost goo on him, right? Easy to spot.
I like to think that everybody's like, holy shit, what was that? Oh my god, and Dave's like, oh, let me bottle this. Yes, just right there.
Need this.
I'm fine with it.
Alright. So you guys get everything picked up from that. You get the fairy fire type potion, and you are still in that same area. You all now gain the benefits of a, were you guys taking a long rest?
Yeah, long rest.
During that long rest, I'm gonna dump out one of my. Well, I've actually got an empty Terry Pepsi bottle, and say, Dave, I need a little bit of you.
I need.
Molotov cocktails don't work in a plastic bottle. Trust me.
You need water.
I need water.
I could have given that to you like an hour ago.
But
You could have gotten it before. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, because I'm gonna pray over this water and make it holy water.
Holy Dave.
Okay, we'll just say you got it from me earlier, but you can pray on it now.
He takes a strip of somebody's white shirt, ties it around his neck. There you go.
And then I will just pray for God's blessing on this water so that I can use it as a material component for protection from evil and good going forward.
Yep. I would say that would totally work. Alright, so like I said, everything around you is completely silent. There's the moisture dripping off of the the cavern walls, there's the dust around you, the little bits of ectoplasm that you collected into a bottle that you can use as a potion. Other than that, it's a completely silent tunnel, and all of you after this battle, I'm going to go ahead and say you can finish off the long rest, regain all of your hit points, spell slots, whatever recharges on a long rest you guys now officially have.
Okay.
So you guys are just kind of sitting here. It's quiet. It's eerie. You guys are reflecting on the fact that you just killed a ghost, totally Ghostbusters style, without the giant plasma guns
Don't
and
cross
stuff.
the
But
Dave, don't cross the streams.
don't cross the streams. Oh my god. So you got. By the way, this podcast contains adult language meant for adults. Viewer discretion is advised. So you guys do all of that, and where would you like to go from here? You're halfway down that very long hallway leading to somewhere. You guys want to continue forward or back?
That was a long rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Long rest. You
I'm
get
gonna
everything
spend
back
some of my
on.
hit dice.
That was a long
Oh, long rest, you just get
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
you guys officially.
So-
I'm not going to make you break the long rest for the combat. After the combat, you guys get the benefits of the long rest.
So the pickup parked in front of the building right now
It's very loud.
reminds me that
They're coming up here. It's Dallas. It's fine.
pulling from my meta knowledge of RPGs, usually
Open the door! Howdy.
Hey, you can tell Marshall, but that house on Marvy's old house?
Yeah.
We ain't going in there.
That's fine.
Don't go in there without a breather.
I'll let him know.
It's got dead animals, toxic mold all over the place.
Ceiling in the main floor caved in, broke display cases. After 5 minutes, you can't even breathe in there.
I'll let him know.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
that was of course an enemy.
Did you guys hear
Meta knowledge from all the RPGs I've played. Very rarely does running into an enemy mean you're going in a direction you don't want to go.
We're playing a bomb game though, so he just rolls on a table every like 20 minutes. So
I'm just thinking there might be something down this way that we might want that might be useful.
Just for reference, did it come from the direction that I scouted ahead, or did it come from behind us?
Came from in front, down that hallway further.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't really want to like spend a whole another day getting back to where we started, because those two paths could be dead ends too, or so. I feel like we should just continue until we find something.
We're gonna put it to a vote, or we're just gonna keep walking.
Who votes we continue?
Who votes? We vote.
I'd rather keep going the way we were going, because otherwise we're just losing a whole other section of time to go back where we were.
I'd rather run into a dead end than go back and run into a dead end.
If we get to a dead end, then at least we know the way behind us is clear.
That's very true. Defensible.
I have to apologize to you guys. Like
Don't worry, it's another thing.
I did scout ahead, but
I mean, it's
how am I supposed to know there's a fucking ghost up there?
That's-
you know what I mean? You can't hear ghosts.
Yeah, no, we're
It was dark.
I'm not
It
sure
was
if that's,
all-
I haven't
just-
read the stats on the.
honestly, well,
in a while.
Probably just
I
really
didn't
a
see
good
it. I
thing
didn't
that
have
it
any
didn't
light.
jump on you
I was like, honestly,
when
well, I'm
none of
glad
us
it
were
didn't.
there to help.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'd be down one Will,
Yes.
and I like Will.
Good thing will saves aren't a thing in D&D anymore.
Okay, so
For
continue
him,
on.
every save is a will save.
Yep. So you guys continue on then?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a D20. Somebody, one person.
7.
7. You are able to advance 2 more spaces. You guys get ahead and you can see in front of you a little ways, right at the edge of kind of where the dim light ends, there's a turn in the tunnel. So you guys are kind of able to get back into that corner so you're able to see everything in front of you. And sorry, semi going by. So you're able to kind of get into that corner and get yourself covered on both sides, and you're able to look in front of you. You don't see anything really other than the fact that the tunnel spreads on further than you can see once again.
Well, this is something
Tired.
new.
My calves. Oh my god.
Hey.
I,
I need this
I
kind of
bought
exercise.
these. No, I bought these shoes for $20 at Marshalls. They're not
I
comfortable.
pull off my boot. I pull off my boot.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, so then do you
Nobody's having
guys
fun here.
take a rest and then continue on, or do you want to continue on, push without a rest? It would have been in about another 8 hours.
Oh, I feel like we gotta be getting
I
close
mean,
to
I
something.
like
You just took a long rest, so it would have been, we're going to go ahead and say, because you guys got here about 6, 7 o'clock at night, something like that, for a charity game. You guys took a rest about 2 a.m. This would be, or no, you guys took a rest middle of the morning. So it would be mid-afternoon for you guys. Would you continue pushing on, or would you rest and continue on during your daylight hours?
I mean, I feel like if we know it's mid-afternoon, or circadian rhythms are still a thing, I wouldn't mind taking a breather, but I feel like, I mean, a couple hours is a couple hours progress that we can make.
Yeah.
Before we
like-
actually have to, conk out.
Like take a 5 and just kind of sit down for a second,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Eat a
So you
snack.
guys take a short
Forage
rest. So you
for some
guys,
rats.
not that you've used any abilities, but this is effectively a short rest. You're taking a break, grabbing a munchie of protein snacks or whatever else, because Mike definitely has you guys covered on protein snacks and stuff.
He's got 3 of them.
He's got 3 of them.
He's eaten 4. We don't want to know what.
I did work out right before we got here.
It's like, I don't want to know where the other one came from.
So you guys end up taking a short rest, breaking, all that kind of stuff, and then go ahead and one of you roll me a d20.
I got it. That's 15.
15. You guys are able to go 3 full squares.
We are at the question mark square.
So, go ahead then and roll me. Where is my special encounters? Go ahead and roll me a d12.
12. It's either good or
Trask.
bad.
Trask. You guys see in front of you, hear a lot of noise, but it's not in a language you guys recognize. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
I got 1.
A 1. You guys see in front of you these short little shadows kind of running from place to place. There's a light source behind them, a fire or something like that, and there's all these little figures running around. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Everybody can give me the perception check.
Natural 20. And I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
12.
Damn you.
So I
You're
got a
like-
natural 20, but I'm presenting a 19 for the skill check.
Okay.
I got a
So-
17.
Okay, so you're able to recognize, most of you are able to recognize that there are 5 individuals running around in front of you. One of them seems to be a little bit bigger than the other 4. But Dave, you're like, you know what? No, I know what this is. And you concentrate super hard and you're like, oh, we find skeleton. We find rats. Oh, yes. Oh, it's a torch. We can see in the dark. Oh, we can already see in the dark. But we can see further in the dark now. Oh, look, dagger. We found dagger and shiny rocks. Shiny click-clacky rocks. Lots of click-clacky rocks. And so you hear all of this weird high-pitched noise around you, and you're like, yeah, that's what they're saying.
Okay, they sound really dumb. I'm pretty sure
That's where he went with it.
They might be goblins. Do they have a light source in there? Or
Yeah, you can see a fire behind them, so all you see is the shadow. You can't see their faces, but there's a light source behind
How
them.
far
So
away would you say that they are?
they're about 150 feet away. So
Okay.
it's just a pinprick of light clear down the hallway.
Okay.
I can shoot that far.
Same.
Yeah.
It's outside of my. It's my long range, but
Okay.
I can shoot that far.
I think they're gonna attack us the second they see us because they're talking about how happy they are that we're looting from skeletons and rats, and I think they're just gonna kill us and eat us. So
Dave, what do your chemist ears hear?
What if we lure them towards us and ambush them?
actually, I know we most of us have ranged weapons anyway. Why don't we just decide 3, 2, 1 and all shoot them at the same time?
That being said, goblins by nature are very cowardly.
We don't know they're goblins.
I'm saying if they're goblins, then presenting ourselves as a threat, they are opportunists, and if they know that we know they're there, and we can show that we mean business, we're less likely to get actually involved in a fight.
How about this? You and I take positions on either side, crouch down. Micah's pretty good talker in the real world. Micah's pretty good at it. He uses the words. So how about we go ahead and provide flanking positions. You guys get behind Micah. Micah goes up and tries to make contact. This way, if they come out, well, I mean, maybe they can speak some type of us. I mean, we know that typically, and this is metagame knowledge, that the common is like kind of the universe. I figure if my cell phone works here, then common is English.
Yep. You guys would
But
have
even then,
to-
I mean, there's the capability to like at least point to things and maybe like try to get some type. We're just looking to get farther down this area and see if there's any way out.
I'm gonna, if you're gonna go up and try and talk to them, I'm gonna pull out a little sack of my pouch. I'm gonna tell you to suck on this.
Suck on my pouch,
Mike.
It's a mysterious yellow liquid. Suck on my sack.
I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking your pee, man.
No, it's radiant serum. I'm pretty sure it makes you talk more good.
More good.
I haven't had it
I
today. I'm not talking to the weird goblin thing.
Like, is it glowing yellow? Is it like apple juice yellow?
It's a little bit glowy, yeah. There's definitely some energy in there.
You got this. Do it.
It smells like Crown Royal.
What does it smell like?
Yes, because that's something you want to
Give him
drink
a shot of your
straight.
Everclear.
Oh god.
I'd rather have the Everclear.
I got Tullamore Dew.
So you have
that good?
advantage on charisma checks and saving throws for 1 hour.
Sweet.
I like to think that you're coughing your freaking lungs out with that.
It makes you do Orion. Imagine if you were to watch.
Maybe Mama Moo.
Oh no. He's
La 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 la.
Alright, go get him, buddy.
Go get him. Slaps him on the back. Go
Got your
on.
back.
I will.
It's like crouch down behind a rock.
You got his
Get a
back,
nice.
Just in
rested
case they
position.
decide to do crazy things, I'm going to and just kind of walk down the cavern and yell out, "Pardon me!"
All of a sudden, everything was quiet around you. And one of them says, "Are we supposed to be quiet?" Like, very obnoxiously loud. And someone says, "Shh! Quiet!" Also obnoxiously loud.
We don't want any trouble from y'all folks now.
No trouble here! We not here!
Nobody in here but us chickens.
That is a...
Even with 3 insight, you're pretty sure they're there.
Okay. Any chance you folks know the way out of this place?
Leave stuff, then get out! Girl glowing in yellow, so radioactive pee. You're giving him radioactive pee.
I drank your radioactive pee, according to Dennis.
No, you leave stuff, then get out!
Now, we're gonna have a problem here, folks. I'm not inclined to just give up my stuff for free.
Oh, well, we beat you up. We powerful strong.
Click, 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 click.
Clickety click not mean nothing. We strong. Roar!
Is that so? Well, we are gonna have ourselves a problem then. And that trouble neither one of us were looking for? Well, it's found us both.
Oh, shit. Get him! Everybody roll initiative.
In the event that anybody's like, why is Micah's character all of a sudden, he does this in real life. This is a thing.
It's high noon.
Cocked.
No! That was a good roll!
Alright, so who
I'm using the cocked roll.
So, who's higher than a 20?
Right here.
I got 21.
21, and who else?
18 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2.
Micah gets like 4 turns before everybody else. So who's next? 20 to 15.
17. With advantage, I rolled both 9s.
Nice.
11.
11?
5.
Okay.
Knowing these things are not the most intelligent creatures in the world, I'm not going to try to deal psychic damage to them.
All right, so the turn order is going to go Micah, Will, Mike, the enemies, Tiana, and Dave. All right, so we go ahead and start off. Micah, being the one that challenged them, you are the one in the lead. What would you like to do?
I'm going to look at the largest looking one.
Okay.
I'm going to point. I'm going to fire.
All right.
Fire.
What time is it, Micah?
It's high noon.
I'm not a dwarf.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 very definitely hits.
For... Where'd my d6s go?
You're doing goblin-sized damage.
I am. That is 4 psychic damage.
All right.
Or 4 radiant damage. I use prayers.
Okay.
And then I'll follow up with my, I'll use my bonus action, use 2-weapon fighting. Fire with the other one.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a crit.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, are we using Chaos Plane crit rules, Bob?
Oh, yeah. 2d6, 1 max, 1 roll. Plus modifier.
So that's 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 more psychic damage to the one in front.
You see him as the first shot hit. Oh, go ahead.
Does that reduce him to 0?
It reduces one of them to 0.
I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to knock him unconscious.
All right. The first shot hits him. He goes, "Oh shit!" and grabs one of his buddies next to him and holds him in front as a meat shield. It strikes the second one. He goes, "Ah!" and dies with a thump. But you knock him unconscious. And he goes unconscious.
Using my pistols at dawn feat, says when I reduce a creature that is not uncovered to 0 hit points with a ranged weapon attack, I can choose to knock them unconscious rather than dealing a lethal blow. And after I do that, I'm just going to say, "So, do we still have any trouble?" Click, 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 click.
All right. He replies back with, let me double check his attack. He's like, "Me put hole in you. Deal with it, bitch."
These goblins are from the hood.
All right.
Like a bitch.
We then move on to Will.
He just called me a bitch!
He's still got his one unconscious buddy in front of him as a meat shield.
Alright, well, as soon as all this goes off, I'm knocking an arrow and pulling it back. I'm going to shoot once. That's going to be 25 to hit.
Okay. And are you shooting for one of the little ones or the big one?
Big one probably has half cover.
Yeah.
One of the little ones.
Okay.
And that's going to be 10 damage on the one of the little ones. And then
boom.
The second shot, so that killed him, right? Okay, second shot, I'm going to re-aim at the big one.
Okay.
Does it have cover?
Half cover. You see that he's kind of hiding. You see the one shadow is kind of 2, and he's like looking around the body of his unconscious friend.
So what does that do for me? Give me disadvantage or what?
No, you roll. He just has an increased AC.
Half cover.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my feature that I got from the charity and give myself, we'll just say a +2 to hit on this roll. So that's going to be 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And so that he takes 7 more damage.
You see, you're kind of timing. He looks over one side, then moves it and looks over the other side. You time it, and you catch him right as he looks over the other side. It catches him square in the shoulder, and he half drops his buddy. So I'm going to say he only has quarter cover instead of half. So, and he is not looking good. You can tell he's kind of only got one use of one arm now, and it's currently holding his buddy up in front of him as a meat shield.
Buddy, I feel like is...
yeah, buddy is a stretch term at this point. Mike, it is now your turn.
How far away are they from me in my little crouch position?
100 some odd feet.
Those when we first encountered them, I would have gotten up.
I think you said they were 150 away.
150. Yeah, we'll go.
Because I walked up closer to them. So by the time I shot, I probably would have been about 40 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay, so from our little protecting positions,
About 150.
about 150.
Roughly.
Oh.
I mean, that's max standard range for longbow.
Yeah.
I think
Crossbow is
crossbow's a
probably
little bit further.
My crossbow, my medium range is 100, or my regular range is 100. But doesn't crossbow expert give you don't take disadvantage for the long range?
I think it's just close range. Let me double check.
Okay.
It's like marksman that ignores the long range.
Yeah, looking it up right now. Crossbow expert. Crossbow expert, wikidot.com. Thank you for the sponsorship. We appreciate it. You ignore the loading quality on crossbows when you are proficient.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then 5
so you
feet
can do it as a
doesn't
bonus
impose
action, but nothing about long range. So you would have disadvantage on the attack.
100 feet, huh? That's a whole lot. So, well, conveniently, with first strike, during the first round, I get plus 10 feet of movement, which will give me 40 feet.
I'm short of what you need to get with load.
But I'm gonna go ahead and just impose some.
I forgot that bonus damage, but
some fear. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make that double move.
Okay. So then, with the double movement, 80 feet, so you would be within 70 feet of them as an action.
And as I land, but I'm gonna the whole way. I'm just gonna do the whole charging the front line.
Yep.
Just screaming the whole way. I don't want to break anyone's speaker.
Yeah, you definitely have all of their attention. All of the little ones, you can see the little ones shaking in the back, and the big boss like, "Go get them, get them, get them."
As I get to the end of it, you drop your stuff.
Okay. Awesome.
Let's see here. I do have
make an intimidation.
I do have intimidation with so that's 3 plus 3. I got 6 to it. 14 intimidate.
I could have dealt that guy significantly more damage.
The first shot, they fail the intimidate check.
Because I have one of my feats that I keep forgetting I have is Marksman's Luck. Once per turn when I roll damage with a ranged weapon, I can flip one of the damage dice and use the number on the opposite side.
Go for it. What was the first one that you did?
That was 3, so the one would have been a 6, so that would have been 8 instead.
Okay.
To the big guy.
Still standing, but not a whole lot. Alright, and they are definitely intimidated. So the little guys are like shaking with fear. They definitely, when they shoot at you, they're going to be like, "Oh, crap."
Good.
Awesome. We then move on to the enemies.
Lord bless these poor little souls. They have
Yes.
no idea what they're getting themselves into.
Pretty much. Since Mike is the one that's charging at them, they both fire at you with disadvantage. 2 8s, plus 4 for 12. And then a 15.
AC of 16.
So neither of those
the
will hit.
unarmored defense.
Awesome.
So I add my strength to the modifier. So I've got.
For sure, the one clips you, but you're just like, no.
I do the Nick Cage in Con Air.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Exactly, and that's what happens on both of them. Just little scratches, nothing major. The big guy drops his buddy and fires or throws a javelin at you.
I like how they're throwing at you, and I'm the one who.
I know, did all the damage, but
close.
he's the one in front, and javelins don't have that far range. He still does not hit you. So you see this javelin, you're just like, nope, watch it go right in front of your face.
Can I do the Captain America thing? From Infinity War, where he did a
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you just bring your crossbow with that butt stroke, and you just knock that damn thing out of the way and keep charging forward.
What part about drop your stuff do you not understand?
We drop it, we drop it, we drop it, we threw it at you, we did, you drop it! Now on to Tiana.
He's not wrong.
Like, what you did? I'm dropping it.
He just dropped it with force at you.
At your feet, kind of. Feet,
Ish.
face, chest, close enough.
His intent was for you to catch it in some manner of fashion.
So now do we try to reason with these guys, or do you want me to go ahead and attack?
That's up to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is
You don't
all
have-
within
you don't have
6
time
seconds.
to-
Okay, well then I'm just gonna attack.
Summon Lucifer and all of his power.
He just goes and scratches.
He's probably hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna send my cat in, and he's just gonna go.
Okay.
It's a 17 to hit.
17, you get right up. He jumps into the face of one of the little ones.
How much movement does he have though? If we're all like 150 feet back.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't be able to make
I
it
guess,
up.
yeah, probably.
That's okay. Do you want to shoot with your crossbow then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just take the 17 for me then.
Yeah, it definitely hits one of the little ones.
Okay.
Nice.
8 points of damage.
That is enough.
Plus your
Plus 2, so.
That is enough. You catch him square in the chest. He goes, "Ah, crap!" Boom, falls to the ground. All right. Anything as a bonus action?
I have an extra attack.
Oh yeah, extra attack. Go for it. That one.
Okay.
We then move on to Dave. There is one little one standing and the boss man who's kind of cowering behind the meat shield of his friend.
Finish off the little one. We can talk to the boss.
Do we want to talk to the boss?
Oh, I'm talking to him.
Yeah, how
He's listening.
How bad does the big guy look?
Big guy looks like he's
the big guy is the
bloody
boss.
all over.
Okay.
About had it.
How big is the little one?
The little one is only a little bit shorter than the boss, but you can
Okay.
definitely tell that the big one is like the most powerful goblin in the bunch.
Like pounds wise?
Both.
No.
Pounds and power wise. He's
How
a little
many
bit.
pounds is the little
Oh,
one?
we'll go ahead and say he's 35 pounds.
35 pounds. Is the javelin still on the floor in front of him?
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
his catapult on the
okay.
javelin.
Oh shit. Okay. Dex save. Off the table.
I don't have that many D8.
That's a 10.
The spell save is 16. So that's 11 points of damage.
It goes clear through him, and he's like, "Oh crap!" Boom, dead.
Oh crap, dead.
That's kind of their theme right now. We move back on then to Micah, and the big one's like, "Oh shit!" He's looking around, and he's the only one left standing.
I'm just gonna walk right up to him.
He's shaking with a scimitar type weapon in his hand.
So, you want to rethink these options?
Go ahead then and roll me a d20.
I would say I think at this point, like, I'm walking up with my bow out of the shadows, like, you know.
For sure, you're walking
to
up with your
establish
both
that,
of you are walking up with your
Dude,
crossbow.
that would be
The cat
frightening.
leading
Dude
the
is literally
way.
at cannon point, and
Yeah,
then
and
like
then buddies,
you and I come
yeah.
walking up, just bearing down.
Yeah.
And Dave's got a glowing bottle of radioactive pee in his hand.
That ectoplasm, like,
Exactly.
fucking move.
17.
17. You find that he has in his hand. Go ahead and magic item table B.
Wait, a cavalry saber?
I was hoping I was closer because I wanted to charge and do a bayonet stab,
Yeah.
bam.
Go ahead.
I thought about just cracking off a shot right in his face and knocking him unconscious, but like, you know what? We're gonna do this the right way.
Tiana, go ahead and roll me a D100.
The two
That's
D10.
2d10
together. And so you'll take. So that'll be. There you go.
You find that he has a bag on his side, and he's like, "Here, this is all I got, all I got." And he holds out the saber with one hand and a bag in the other hand. He's like, "Here, take it. Let me go.
You get one, son. If I ever see your face again, there's gonna be a hole in it.
You don't see my face. Let me go.
We gonna let him go? I'm keen to let him go.
Ask him where Bob is.
Where's
Grab the stuff.
You ever
That's
meet
a
a guy
really
named
good
Bob?
point. Have you?
No, I did. Man, lots of gods. A guy named Blob and God and Gob and I know lots of gods.
Calm down.
You ever see a guy who looks like us?
No, never before.
Red robes, raven mask.
No, not seen.
Sure.
Yes, sure. Take my stuff.
Zone of truth.
Yeah, he has never seen them before.
Okay.
Are there any other pathways out of here besides this one?
Lots of pathways. Don't know where they go. We live down here.
There's an idea. Let's make him show us the way out.
Yeah.
I don't know way out. It changes every time.
You said you live out here.
Yes, I live down here. We don't go anywhere. We stay here.
Is this a dead end back there behind him, or
No, strange stuff happens if you head into the tunnel. You end up somewhere else.
what?
That sounds.
You end up somewhere else if you
That
stay
could
here.
either be really good for us.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take the bag and I'm gonna check it out. Does it look like?
It looks like you open it up and you see all sorts of random useless crap on the inside.
I'm gonna turn it in.
Well, you guys think
Don't turn it back, holding his head out.
I have to go take those pilots back to the airport, so I will be right back, folks. You decide what you want to do with a goblin named. You know what? I don't care. I saw this really funny post on Facebook.
Puggles.
Huh?
Puggles.
Puggles.
Puggle. We will call him Puggle the Goblin.
For all intents and purposes, I'm taking the saber.
Sounds good to me.
And if John from Syndicate ends up watching this, when I said Puggles, he is now in tears laughing.
Okay. We will go ahead then and take a short break while I go do work stuff. I'll be right back, guys.
So why do you get this? I'm not proficient with swords in any way, shape, or form.
I have proficiency with short swords, and there's not an actual saber, so I'm gonna just,
That was actually something that I was looking at when creating my character, because NCOs in the Marine Corps, we carry basically a saber. And I was just like, thematically, but we never used it. There was never any training to actually duel with it. It was ceremonial only. But I thought that would be hilarious. And then Bob, can I have a saber? And he's just like, oh, give me a scimitar. So during the break, make sure to check out Homebrew Review and Chaos Plan. You can find it on iTunes.
On iPod.
If you have an iPod, you can find it there. iPod, a number of different places, and if you want to see that, go to Adventuring Guild, www.adventuringguild.com, and you can find.
That's where I found it.
Yep, and you can find links to all of our podcasts.
Anywhere where you can search for a podcast, you will
Anywhere
find
you
it.
get podcasts.
Yep, and if you'd like to possibly help us out with making content and making new videos and podcasts, we've got Patreon. When you become a member, there's a number of tiered options that you can sign up for, and your donation goes to paying for the things that we need to pay for to make this happen. Now go to the bathroom.
Got two ideas for a corner style camp. One of them I can't even remember exactly what it is, but it's kind of and it's weird enough that it's again. The other one is which is like perfect. Yeah, if you want to do something like that, that's
What's up?
Let's do some more snacks.
Yeah.
It really is. I found that out.
I absolutely love this cat.
Oh, what's this? That's gonna fall off. Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Always happy when I get to shoot a goblin.
We're all like ranged people.
We are.
I feel like that's good because we don't like. If any of us actually had to deal with like a goblin in our face, like trying to beat the shit out of us,
It would be a very harrowing prospect.
Yeah.
Good. No, I don't have to worry about this.
Too away from evolving it.
I don't want. Stop it. Okay. Oops.
Ooh, Tiana, there's a late night party at the Union. I know.
So, Mike, as far as goblins are concerned, I definitely prefer Squig to these guys.
Squig was one of my favorite characters on the homebrew review. That was so much fun. Squig and his giant demon swallowing warg.
Seems legit.
Dave, we've brought you up. There was one point where we were discussing homebrew review with people at the game store, and we were talking about that time we were going through that garrison, and we had like searched all the rooms, and we found that piece of paper that had the code word to silence the sentinel.
Right.
And none of us realized that's what it was, and we're just like this big, huge 20-foot clung. We're like, what are we gonna do? And Dave's just like, I'm just gonna force push him off the cliff, and so the flies down.
So he did like
sploosh.
that flying
The
kung fu kick and
did-
went
was
down
that
with
what
it.
it was?
So I
I thought it was like a Kamehameha.
Oh, he was a
wave or
waterbender.
whatever.
I was a
Yeah.
waterbender, so I shoved him.
Yeah.
And then I got advantage because I like literally just threw my body at him because
Yeah.
I was gonna fly off too.
And he goes flying off and splash way down below.
And Bob's
And,
like,
and
"Oh,
then
by
was
the
it,
way."
by the way, you could have read that incantation you found under the mattress. Oh, yeah, we should really pay attention to what we pick up. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
When Bob's just like, I've told you guys all these things about the world, and you're like, yeah, I wasn't listening to any of that. And he's like, it was beautiful.
He's like, I figured as much.
I'm saving this die for the right occasion.
What occasion is that?
I don't know, it's the one where I really need to roll.
You should try
something
rolling it
impactful.
one more time because I think last time you got a nap.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now
that
I
was a
wasted
good
it.
one.
Yeah. That's all right. We'll put it back
I
here
keep
on,
forgetting that
on the
I
20.
can use my channel divinity to cast spells. Well, except for that Zone of Truth, I remember that. Yeah, so as it stands right now, when I'm holding 2 firearms, I get my AC is 18.
I'm just pretty much straight shooting bows. I took an armor defense too.
Did you?
So like, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, so like, cause
a
like,
guy with
I'm
a bow and a trumpet,
I'm built mainly
and
with
a laptop and a phone.
it's kind of awkward. Mike and I have had this conversation last night while we were playing Magic. The concept of dexterity is I'm not dodging any fireballs. You know, I'm not tiptoeing over a rope or anything like that.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I have too much body weight. I'm not nimble. But my hand-eye coordination, was a professional drummer for for like all through high school up until my 30s. I played in bands, and so I'm good with my hands. I'm good with painting. So like my hand-eye coordination, I'm really good with that. I'm a good shot. Like I'm a marksman, and so it's like that's the only way to make dexterity work. So I feel like whenever we can like Mike roll a dexterity save, it's just like I have a +3, but I don't have proficiency in it. And I wouldn't take it because me personally, I would not have that ability. But I could see me having proficiency in a strength and maybe a con save. Because I've taken some hits.
I think so far you're the only one that's taking damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I built this, like, some people watching might be like, well, why is he using a crossbow but he's running into combat? I literally built my character to be a frontline, I can shoot at melee. And so I also took one of the feats that I took.
the adventure class
My guy's fairly tough too.
I took the improved health for that D10 instead of the D8.
I didn't take anything like that. I just rolled really well on my hit point dice.
Between the
I just took
D10,
average for my hit points.
between the D10 +1 from that feat, and then I've got +2 to my con. I've actually got 45 hit points base, so I feel like I can jump in there, and with unarmored defense, I'm practically armored.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can be that ranged point blank tank and just. I was like, so sad Braden can't be playing with us because I know Braden creating himself. I just imagine some badass MMA monk shit going on, and I was just kind of like, well, if Braden can like literally be out there like dodge tanking and doing things, then that's great. But and then the worst case scenario, then he and I stand side by side, and I'm just like pop, and he's all punch. So we miss you, buddy. We wish you could be here.
He takes like some monk feats and then Beastmaster and gets like some sort of like drop bear style. like just the
Braden
creatures
as a
of
kangaroo
Australia.
with the punch, leans back on the tail, and boom!
Mike, that is racist.
Dennis, we are at 5th level.
Oh, yes.
I remember a racist thing during my first homebrew review. Where I was playing the lupine, the
the ring of animal
and Vergil's like, well, I've got the ring of animal control. Can I just?
And then we're all like, that's
racist.
Oh god, that's great.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you guys decide to do with the goblin?
He's taking the saber. We're gonna stow the bag of holding.
Is it a bag of holding?
Yes, it is a bag of holding.
What exactly
Can I
was
reach
in it?
into it and?
Yes. You
What's in
pull
there?
out a halfway decayed rat. You pull out 6 teeth, and you pull out 4 large chunks of rock that are especially shiny but completely useless.
Don't need any of that.
What?
Don't
not
eat
special.
any of that.
Yeah.
It all smells like dead rat.
What was your name again?
My name is
Puggles.
Buck. Yes.
Puggles.
Puggles.
What's these rocks?
Yes, these my shiny click clack rocks. They go click clack. Make me happy.
I'm gonna try like, give me your staff thing.
Oh yeah,
or
sure.
whatever
Here,
that
you
is.
just hit this button and it extends. There you go.
And I'm gonna like try and put it in the bag. Does it work?
It works up to about 3 foot of it, and then it stops.
Okay, well it's obviously going further than the bag.
You would have 100% meta knowledge. So this is definitely a bag of holding.
Cool.
Guys, it's just like in D&D.
Give it
No.
It's worthless. Give it back to
I need to carry stuff.
You can keep the bag.
He's got like.
You can keep the bag.
Oh
Just
yeah,
give him his stuff back.
I need that for work.
I'll give all the stuff to him, and I'll give him the bag because
Okay,
he's
thanks.
got so much shit to carry.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
thank you,
just,
click
I
that
just
rock.
need the pole. I need that for work.
My
Yeah, you can keep the
Calm down.
deep breath, and not because I farted.
That gross even by goblin standard.
You're not wrong.
You're an honorary goblin now. You're part of the tribe.
I reckon I've been through worse.
Alright,
No, I haven't.
now, I want to know more about
So yeah, I
what
can't
you
take a
said.
bag of holding.
We go down here, it just takes you
Yeah.
places.
Yes, random place.
Can you come
Right.
back?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Have you gone through it?
I have not. That's why I'm still here.
Because you're too scared?
No, because I hold fort. I hold the line.
You did very well.
Hodor.
Are you sure you haven't
He's
met
really
Bob?
up on pop culture references. I feel like maybe some other people have come through here.
Like, are you sure you haven't met Bob?
No, Bob. Lots
Robert?
of dobs, lots of dogs, lots of stobs. Lots
Speaking of dogs, can you tell us anything about the skeleton that we ran into about 3 days, 4 days back?
Oh, yes. Mangy gnolls. They
I
get in
was
way.
gonna say no.
Yes, we killed it. We mighty hunters. I'm mighty hunter now. No way.
What do Noel taste like?
Don't taste like dog.
Of course.
I don't know what dog tastes like.
So speaking from potential possible experience,
Not gonna go there.
it's. I've eaten worse.
I've had mall food before.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've had roadside Mexican taco stand in a border town, so I'm pretty sure I ate dog
Mm.
or cat.
Mm. No humane societies there. All food truck.
What I ate was stringy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dog very stringy.
Reminds me of squirrel.
You only knocked out the one guy, right?
Oh yeah, there's
So it's-
one. There's another one that's laying
It's
unconscious.
Puggles and then the unconscious one, but the rest of them are dead. Right?
Yes.
Alright, well,
No we anymore, just me.
What about him?
He basically did. I get stuff. Now you get stuff, I get left.
Do me a favor. Make sure he's all right.
Poke with stick. He pokes him with the stick. He's breathing a little bit.
Make sure that he gets treated fairly.
I still get stuff. You get stuff, then I get second picking.
I'm gonna start searching the dead goblins for stuff.
Are you really looting corpses?
You guys are talking.
That's not the point.
He's murder hobo. Screw this RP shit.
Dave,
What's the
is this
loot?
what your character would do?
Yeah.
Don't pass out around Dave at a party. He will loot your stuff.
Is that an investigation?
Oh.
That's a natural 20.
Alright,
So
you find
28.
You find 6 silver pieces, 3 daggers, and 20 total arrows.
Hey, do you think I could get those arrows?
6 silver.
3 daggers and
3 daggers.
and 20 total arrows.
Okay,
Which
so-
makes sense. There's 3 dead guys, 3 daggers.
So does anyone need a dagger or some arrows?
I'll take a dagger.
I'll
just
take a dagger.
I'll take some arrows.
Dagger,
We can
dagger.
flip the arrows.
Dagger,
I did go
15 arrows. No,
proficient.
30 arrows, 30 arrows.
I mean,
20 total. 10 and 10.
Why did I hear 60? I don't know. 10, 10. Because you said 6. No,
Right
no,
on.
okay. Got it.
Are we
Dumb.
supposed to be keeping track of our arrows?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, typically you do.
Got more arrows.
I've got
Not for
41.
this game.
I've got 41 rounds left.
Nice.
I am keeping track of my ammunition expenditures.
Well, because to a certain extent, you can like pick up your arrows afterwards, but
I can't pick up my bullets.
you can't. No.
I can reload if I.
These are wooden arrows, and they're not quite as durable as the modern carbon fiber.
I mean,
arrows.
it's generally accepted. Even
Will is slumming it with wooden arrows as opposed to carbon fiber.
That being said, on average, I think in the rulebook it says after a fight you'll probably find about half your arrows.
Essentially.
Yeah, usually.
Essentially.
I mean, typically, the way that I always run into my old campaigns is as long as you hit the target and it wasn't like a rock golem or something that the arrow would still do damage but probably shatter on impact. But like in the case of Perry, the scary ghost, my ship probably went right through him, so we'd have to be hunting in the dark 100 feet down the road.
Exactly.
So I mean, that's like.
Exactly.
So yeah. Well, sir, I got a better idea. You go first.
I can go first. Okay. I get second pick, right?
You get maybe pick.
I get maybe pick. Can I maybe pick?
You can pick to keep your life.
Oh yeah, I pick real quick. And he digs through and he comes up with like another half-eaten lizard and another couple click-clacky shiny rocks. And okay, I good to go now.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
All right.
Okay, I
Do we want to go through
Shiny
this portal, or do we want to go back the way we came?
I feel like it's gonna be a bitch of a walk to go back where we came.
Yeah, let's just go.
All right, we're gonna use this random transporting.
Do we all need to hold hands when we walk?
Yeah, I feel like we gotta step through at the same time. Otherwise, we're gonna get sent.
Yeah.
Like
You see some old witch in a bike with a going down the road.
I'll get you, my pretty.
Exactly. No, my click-clacky rock, my pretty click-clackies. So he said, okay, you step on circle. You see circle. Anybody that has ever read any kind of weird, magical, fantasy novel, occult book, anything like that, roll me a d20 knowledge check.
I was gonna say, I told.
This includes Harry Potter, any other kind of weird, crazy book.
Do the D&D core rule books count?
That will count.
I'm gonna look at him and I say, I do believe I said that you were going first.
Okay. What did you roll for your check?
Only a 3.
I got a 7 on the die.
If it's any kind of intelligence-based anything, it's
plus
a
1
5.
intelligence for 8.
do I add intelligence? Yeah. So then.
So I got
11.
a 5.
11.
11?
I got a 12.
A 12. You guys are pretty sure you may have seen the weird circle kind of a thing. It's kind of got a Full Metal Alchemist type feel to it. Maybe a little bit of Harry Potter or something like that. Some sort of weird magical symbol. And he goes, yeah, I go first. And he steps into it and a flash of light, he's going.
Okay. I feel like we gotta step through all at the same time, or we won't get sent to the same place.
And it literally looks like a dead end. I mean, there's just a rock wall in front of you and this strange kind of carved out circle.
I will say this much, considering that he had no issues or qualms about walking through it, it's probably safe. Because if there was, he would have been booking it the other way.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
Well,
hold hands.
And since
Walk
Bob
baby.
said he's in Arcadia, I don't know if this has any bearing or relevance on it, but it probably wouldn't hurt for all of us to think Arcadia as we step onto it. In the event that's part of the trick is you have to think about where you're going, otherwise you just get sent somewhere randomly.
I'm just going to think about home.
There's no
fun
place
in
like
that.
home. There's no place like home. There's no
Well, you have a family.
I'm thinking about other things.
I can have sex
I have.
home.
There's no place like Marvel. There's no place like Bob's quiet now.
What if we just one of us sticks our head through just to see what's on the other side without
because
pulling
we
it?
have
Head disappears, your body falls to the ground. No.
Okay. There's a voice inside my head that's telling me that could probably be a bad idea.
It sounds very Bob-like.
All right. Do we want to do anything before we go?
I think we're good. I think
Short rest?
Maybe we could salvage some of the wood from this fire and make some torches.
That's a very good idea.
That is a fantastic idea.
Bonus
The wood
experience.
is mostly burned down, but you're able to get 8 torches worth out of it. You kind of
8
sit it on the
torches.
ground, slam it with something, and it splits into a few pieces. So you've got about 8 torches worth.
One for each of us. I'll put the other 2 in the bag of holding. Or
Awesome.
The other 3.
Okay.
Math.
So meta knowledge, but not in-game knowledge because I haven't tried it yet. I can make my gun glow for a minute.
Okay. Go. Cool.
Cool.
I pray to God and my gun gets shiny.
Yeah, exactly.
And deals more
We're
damage.
just gonna go with this and call it good. I'll input the sound effect later.
And deals more damage.
Not that you couldn't have used that before, but you know, it works. It works.
I think.
All right, are we ready to step?
Okay.
On the count of 3.
Everybody, hold
Okay.
hands.
1, 2, 3.
You guys are holding hands in real life. This is fantastic.
Wait, I didn't reach.
Oh, reach. The connection is forged. You all jump in at the same time, and all of a sudden, you hear every goddamn language you could ever possibly imagine. It sounds like you turned on NPR on one of your things, a podcast on your iPhone. You've got an additional Bluetooth speaker playing something totally different. It is confusing as hell. And all of a sudden, your feet around you, it's that same stone feel, but it's level for once. And there's people and things and light and everything moving past you. This is like a city, but some sort of city that crapped out between Star Trek and Star Wars and D&D and Tolkien, and there's everything around you. Yes, exactly.
This is the greatest. Out of knowledge, are we actually going through the portal network?
You are going through the portal network.
Look, there's Skyrim.
Caution, you have just reached a meta spot. Do not meta. You are jumping through the portal network, and it's a giant freaking
So theoretically,
city around you.
like I said, theoretically,
Insert the Stargate theme.
like I said, theoretically, if we knew what we were doing, we could actually use this to get straight to Port City.
So you jump through. Go ahead and roll me a D8. One of you, one person roll a D8.
I got a 1.
A 1.
Oh, I got 4.
Everything around you has a strange, glowing, rainbow-colored roof. And everything is really tall and giant spire-like. Like you're inside a giant keep. Think like Stormwind from World of Warcraft. Just giant walls and buildings around you. Everything's got a rainbow-colored roof. It's really breezy. And when you look up, the stars look a lot closer than they normally
I
would
know
be.
exactly where we are.
You have meta, so you can do that. Well, you all have meta, but your character meta is here.
So we're in the float aisles.
Is that what you say to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and meta it.
I don't even know.
Because
what's a float aisle?
No, this is remember my
You guys all would have completed session 0.
My character introduction for Klein.
Okay, yeah.
This is where we are, where that took place.
Okay.
So we are in one of the buildings in the float aisles. We can actually hop a ship to Port City from here.
Micah, give me a perception check. Oh my god. I was going to give it to you almost no matter what you rolled. Somebody else, please roll me a perception check.
Wait, Bob!
Oh, wait.
How much does it cost to re-roll that?
Looks like
$2.
I'm going to give you $2.
$2. Not only
Best
do you
$2.
that is the best $2 that
well
has
spent.
ever been spent.
I give you 3.
Charity works, folks.
You not only find a flyer for the Flying Halfling Inn, you also find a free coupon for a goddamn free drink from the Flying Halfling Inn.
I am so happy.
You are literally retracing your character's steps.
Just as a heads up, guys, if we have a meteor shower tonight, let's not go out.
Out of context, that's the only thing he says to you.
Okay.
All right. I mean, they're kind
I'm
of.
taking
I
it
mean,
all
if you
in.
want,
I'm just like,
my client almost got wrecked because the meteors that fall from the sky are very valuable.
So what you're saying is that we're in the same place that your D&D character started in.
isn't it awesome?
Yes.
Guys, come here. We're playing D&D.
No, you can sit down. Your character.
We're in D&D.
We're living D&D.
This is so cool.
Come here. Psst, come here. You
Yeah,
guys are
just
still
some
talking. You
random
don't know.
guy.
This is so
Street.
cool.
It is. At the same time, it's
Do you
kinda-
go over to the guy
Yeah,
who's-
I'll walk over.
I'm having a total nerdgasm right now.
I see your books. You look like an educated man.
Yo, what's up?
Maybe you're talking to CD
I've
people in
got,
alleys.
I've got a deal for you.
Barney
You
knows
see,
what not to do.
I've got this flask here, and it's guaranteed to make you breathe the breath of a white dragon. You look like the kind of guy that could use this.
I'm gonna spend an action to identify the potion using my alchemist
Oh,
feat.
shit. You touch it, and it is 100% breath of fire breathing, but ice breathing.
Oh shit, this is legit. What? Yeah. How much do you want for it?
How much you got?
Semi, we apologize.
You pull out your wallet and give him the 50 bucks.
Well, at least
that's in it.
here it's conceivable that there could be a machine of some sort driving. it back.
Exactly, yeah, in the float aisles. It's a rock harvesting device going down the road.
Yeah, I got 6 silver here for you.
Oh shit, that ain't gonna work.
How
You know
much do you
what?
want?
You know what, bud? You've got magic, so I know your word is binding. So you promised me to do me a favor in the future, and I'd be more than happy to help you out.
Go ahead, everybody else roll a perception check
How
at
much
this
is
point
that
to hear
in
this.
gold?
That is a 19.
19, you definitely hear.
5.
You don't? Tiana? I'll give you advantage because you would probably be right next to him.
That didn't help at all.
Okay. 12.
21.
21. You two definitely hear it.
Okay.
He said,
Dave, no
Hey,
favors.
you give me a favor in the future, and I'd be happy to give it.
Wait, I've got. Okay, I will give you a gift from another world.
Oh, gift. I'm definitely about magic gifts.
The sweetest,
Oh,
the sweetest candy you've ever tasted.
I can't take your word on it. I need a sample of the goods.
Oh, I'll give you one. I'll give you a single.
Totally a goblin from Warcraft. The merchant.
I've got what you need. Oh God, it's sour! It's sour! Oh, it's sweet! It's sweet and sour to the extreme.
We would be happy to take a sponsorship at any time.
You know what? For the bag, I'll give it to you.
You can keep the bag in real life.
Can I take one?
I'll give you one.
Here you go.
Okay.
And he gives you the potion.
That's a pretty. You got a
So
breath
how
of
mu-
dragon fire for
But
like
how much?
a buck and a
How much
half.
do these cost? $2.99.
Yeah.
And you've eaten like half of them. So
Yeah.
you basically got a breath of fire breathing, or a
For
potion
like
of
a
fire breathing for
dollar.
like $1.50.
Yep. It's cold damage, though, is the only difference.
So anyway, guys, there's actually a quite comfortable inn just down the street, and I have a coupon for a free drink if we want to get some refreshment before we go on our way.
You guys are in a totally different world. Absolute batshit crazy. And Mike is just like, yeah, dude, guys, right around the corner, there's an awesome place I know. I saw it on Yelp. Just right around the corner.
Dude, I just saw a fucking elf walk by. What?
Yeah, there's elves around.
What?
Dave,
You know what'd
you
be funny?
see a guy, like, the hood, this completely, like, squid face sticking out, and his hood's kind of falling back like bubbles, and all of a sudden the tentacles just reach out, grab the hood, and pull it forward a little bit, and he continues walking down the street.
What? Howard?
You make water with your finger, and you're
And you're freaking out about this?
and you're concerned about an elf.
I'm concerned about a lot of things.
You should ask him if
While
you
they're
want
all
to
talking-
take the ring to Mordor.
I'm just kind of like spacing out, and I'm gonna go find the flying halfling inn.
We split the party.
Nope. No.
I'm like,
Mike,
I'll
you
just
see him
yell.
start walking out, and you're just
I'm just like,
Hold on. Hey,
"No."
we're on the buddy system. Everybody.
I'm just like, guys, come with me if you want. I'm getting a drink. I have a coupon,
Hey,
A
let's
coupon!
I'll
go.
go get a drink.
Let's go.
I need one.
and I got like
This is crazy.
130 gold on me. So
This is crazy.
Aaron, it's gonna be a little while. I
This-
know.
So, yeah, go to the Flying Halfling Inn.
You head out towards the Flying Halfling Inn. You guys have never seen so many fursonas walking past you, but like real fursonas, like real animal people.
Oh, yes.
You see squid people. Yeah, thank you, Micah. You see.
Inform them.
So you see every animal person you can imagine. You see humans, you see elves, you see orcs, you see dwarves. But, you know, to be politically correct, nobody addresses anybody. You're all silent, following Micah, who all of a sudden happens to know where the hell you're going. Like, he's been here before.
Yeah, I heard the podcast.
Yes.
Now I'm reminded of it.
Exactly. You go up a bunch of steps into this keep and follow a bunch of curves, and all of a sudden this I don't want to say stout, but this short, young, middle-age-ish looking
a halfling woman comes up to you and goes, "Oh, how can I help you? I'd be more than happy to get you a drink. Oh, I see you got a Koopa in there. That's a wonderful. Here, give me the Koopa." And she just grabs it out of your hand and she says, "What can I do? Yes?
Specialty of the house.
Oh, yes, we'd be more than happy to do that for you." And she runs to the back. She brings you a mug. She brings you roasted potatoes. And you can smell the rosemary, the thyme, the salt, the pepper, the butter. So delicious. Sets it in front of you and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice you there. What can I get all of you?"
You got Bush Light?
That.
We have several beers that are brewed from different bushes around the area. Yes. What we?
I'll take one of those.
Okay. and for you three. That
Yeah,
okay?
The potato thing.
I like what I'm seeing here.
Are these like squid potatoes or some sort of
Squid potato? No potatoes.
animal
Potato.
person butter or?
No, we don't milk our animal people.
Okay.
That's shh, don't say that in front of animal
Double
people.
checking.
I like what I'm seeing here. Meat.
Meat.
Do you have meat?
Oh yes, we do. We have several rocks that have been recently killed that we fry up, cover with some sort of spicy sauce.
ROC rock.
ROC rock.
Yes. ROC
So
rock.
like
yes.
a leg is like.
Oh yes. It's a full plate.
You know what? That sounds fantastic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Make it a double.
Make it a double. Okay.
Yeah,
It'll take me a few. Okay. And so she runs all of this food back and forth, and she only appears to be like half listening to what you say. As you're finishing your orders off, she's running back, and she brings you all this food. Yes. How can I help?
I do feel compelled to ask.
Yes.
Guys, just on the off chance that this goes poorly, so how much for all the extra foods?
Oh, we've got 5 of you, we've got 3 of these meals, we've got mugs of ale, it's 8 silver and 5 copper.
I'll toss her a gold coin.
That's so generous of you! Just let me know when you need refills. I will be here.
And then, taking a chance that this is ex post facto, do you remember a rather tall, pale gray individual?
Lots of tall people come through here. Believe it or not, like there's large Goliath people, there's large human people.
With wearing rather odd looking clothes.
Actually, we haven't broke this out yet. Roll a luck check.
Oh.
And that here, I don't think we can quite see it. Nope.
That is a 10.
A 10. Thank you, Will. A 10. I don't think you have rolled a luck check yet. Go ahead and roll me a straight d20 to see what your luck score is going to be. If it's less than a 10, it's a -1.
That's a crit!
Oh, God.
You have a +2. That is a 12, more than half. Oh, you mean the guy, he had all the weird lines on him?
Yeah,
and
that
yellow
guy.
eyes, green eyes? Yeah,
Green eyes?
yeah, I remember him.
Did he make it out okay?
I think he headed out. I have a friend down at the docks that said that he hopped on an airship and he went off somewhere.
It's good to know. He's a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, I think he was headed to Port City. Well, where else is everybody going? Port City. Yeah, that's where he's headed.
You wouldn't happen to know if there are any other airships headed out towards Port City?
At least once a day. Yeah.
Excellent. Has the most recent one left yet?
Let's see. It would be D12. It's about 8 o'clock at night, so I think the last one would have left a little while ago.
Then we're gonna need 4 rooms.
Oh, 4 rooms. Yeah, not a problem. That'll be four additional silver pieces.
Toss her another gold coin.
Oh my goodness.
As if there wasn't enough change from the first one.
No, that's
yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll make sure. You guys are gonna have the better rooms in the house. We do our best. We use straw mattresses. You can kind of scrape off the blankets, whisk them a little bit, and you'll be fine.
Guys,
Okay.
we're not sleeping on the ground tonight.
Oh, nice.
So what are your stories? I'd love to hear.
We're from a ways off. we're from quite a ways off.
Have you ever heard of Earth?
Earth. Is that a portal something? I know that's really big in Port City. I haven't heard of it. Yes?
Terra?
Oh, God. It sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
Gaia?
I wish I was facing the camera to do these.
Gaia?
Oh, God. It sounds really familiar. I think something. I've heard of something. There's a lot of stir going on right now. Lots of weird places.
Chicago.
Chicago. I think there's a wizard from there. Something about yellow pages.
What about
yellow. Shout out to Dresden Files.
what about the Pioneer Village in Minden, Nebraska?
Why, yes, I have heard of that amazing museum in Pioneer Village of Minden, Nebraska. Only $14.25 for adults, $7.25 for children. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Have you heard of has a human man crossed your path named Bob?
Bob. That's a name I think I would remember, but I don't think so.
Red robes, raven mask.
Red robes, raven mask. I know a lot of red robes, and I know a lot of Kenku. I can't say that both have appeared.
Ooh, Kenku! You got me some Kenku.
They're people of a few words.
Odds are, if Bob made it out of the cave system that we were in over in the Shadow Cleft, made it to Niska, he probably went to Port City himself.
Gotcha.
So if we want to find Bob, our best bet is to go to Port City.
All right.
And plus, I probably should stop by the Temple District there.
That was oddly well.
Train went by right as I did one of those.
I should probably...
St. Thomas, the tank engine.
Based on weird dream I had as I was on my way here, I should probably go check in at the Temple of Fear.
Okay. Didn't realize Pioneer Village was still around. Yes, it is still around. 26 buildings, 50,000 items. Go ahead and check us out. That's currently the location that we are recording at.
So yeah, knowing all this, I am super happy, and I'm going to get some sleep.
This is the sound that the airships make as they're leaving port.
Oh shit, we just missed it.
we
That's a cargo ship.
Yeah.
I'm good for bed. I mean, unless you guys want to go try to find creepy floating rainbow rocks and possibly get assaulted.
I'm going to hang out and just experience this. Like, seriously.
You're
I mean,
sitting-
imagine, like it's like when you go to Spain on a vacation or a class trip, and you're just like, I'm going to see everything I possibly
Where'd you
can
go to
see.
school? Were you going to Spain for a class trip?
Well, we went to Florida. That was about as good.
Florida is about as exotic as you get.
I know plenty of people well, actually, I dated a girl that she went to France because she was going in for like fashion design, and so they went to France and they actually went there and all around checked out all these places that made fashion. I think fashion is ridiculous, but whatever.
Whoa!
How dare I in my stretchy pants talk about fashion? Yeah, I'm just gonna even not even trying to get involved with anybody. I'm just like look at stuff and just be amazed at this. Because odds are we're gonna find Bob and come back to fucking Earth.
Just keep your head on
We
your
have
shoulders.
a TV in our room.
We didn't get that biff on live anything, Dave.
What?
I mean, they're laptops. I don't know if there's internet here. We have phone service, so who knows?
Tethering.
Still, bring up Netflix.
I mean, I can tether with my phone, but you can
Oh
get a
yeah,
whole lot out of
hotspot.
it. The Wi-Fi hotspot.
I am going to get
If
some
that's your
coffee
thing.
at the bar, and then go out and walk around and look for a bookstore.
All right, so you're going for a bookstore. What you said you were gonna call it a night, or are you gonna wander around, or sit in the bar, or what are you gonna do?
I might go hang out with the halflings down in the bar for a while until everyone gets back.
I'm just at this point I'm finishing the food. Taking it. Is there a performance at all by chance in this
There
place?
could be.
Go ahead and roll me a d20. If it's 10 or higher, there's a performance.
19.
19. There's definitely a kick-ass performance.
Nice.
This is like...
I do like a live show.
Yes, exactly. We're going to go ahead and say that this is like a heavy metal version of Elves. Like just jamming out on the lute. They got the typical Celtic type drums with the little stick going. Just absolutely crazy.
When they take a break, I'm going to come down there and I'm going to mingle with the band.
For sure.
And I'm going to
I'll go with you.
I'm not from here. There's amazing instruments. I'd like to try one of those out.
Yeah, for sure. You're
I'll go
both
with you.
able to. You whip out your trumpet, you're showing off. Dave, you're looking for a bookstore.
Is there like a pet store around?
you ask, and yeah, there's a pet store right next door to the bookstore.
Oh.
We'll just keep you guys together. to
That's
make this-
convenient.
But
no,
The city
but-
planner really had his shit in a row.
Yes. So you go down and you're talking to some of the hobbits that are sitting around, the halflings that are sitting around, like, oh yeah, this place serves the best food, and they're categorizing like a major like halfling race Yelp review kind of a thing on all the best places to eat.
I'm gonna trade him a few recipes.
Oh, for sure, yeah. They're like, oh my god,
Teach them
you
how to
can bake biscuits and make this milk and
Yup.
beef recipe and all together, and oh my god. Gravy and biscuits for all our international fans is delicious. Deal with it.
I think we had this conversation.
We
once.
did, as a matter of fact. I think it
Oh,
was like
God, that
12
was
and a half minutes long.
Brayden's just like, why would you put gravy on a biscuit?
It's the argument between
You don't put
scone versus
Vegemite on it?
biscuit, bakery goods. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely happening. And I'm going to go ahead and say that you learned 2 amazing recipes with local ingredients you can make. So you can go ahead and take the culinary, whatever the hell it is, feat.
Excellent.
You two go down to the band. And you're like talking with him. You break out your trumpet and making eagle and lion and all sorts of crazy noises with it that you didn't realize that you could make.
Realistically, it's probably just a horse.
Okay.
Classic
Exactly.
animal trumpet noise.
So you're working with them a little bit, and they're like, "Holy cow, that is amazing! You know what? You play with us in our next set, and
Holy
we'll
cow.
make it worth your while."
Don't you mean holy horse?
They take a D4 of psychic damage, but they let you
And
play.
they're not hostile towards you.
Exactly. They let you play in with their next set because it's a very easy kind of folk song. So after about the second verse, you know the rhythm, you know the melody, you're able to jump in.
It's just super easy.
It is. Mike, you're down there. Would you be trying to join with, or what are you gonna try and do?
I want to see if I could learn how to play whatever string instrument they got.
Oh yeah, for sure. They've got a couple extra lutes. They've got all sorts
As
of.
long as I can identify G, D, C, E.
For sure.
The train just crashed.
Train just stopped on the track, so that's a ship, an airship docking. You know, that little bit of a rumble that you just heard. So yeah, you're able to get in there. You're able to play some of the stringed instruments. So I'm going to go ahead and say that after a set or two, you're able to gain proficiency with one stringed instrument.
I actually do have my performance an actual proficiency in it.
Awesome. Yeah. So do you have a proficiency in an instrument yet, though, or just performance?
Oh no, just performance.
Gain one proficiency in one instrument of your choice. While you're playing that instrument, I'll give you a +1 to performance checks.
Awesome.
And you're able to make, from tips, nobody's heard this kind of an instrument before that can make horse noises while you're playing. You gain 4 gold pieces. Is what you're tipped. Thrown at you in random change, just hitting you in the face. You're like, oh God! But you're able to get 4 gold pieces worth. You two head down to the different shops that are right nearby. Tiana, we'll start with you. The pet shop, there's lizards there that have frickin' wings that just land on your shoulder like a frickin' parrot and are eating little snacks off of your shoulder. Pseudo dragons. And there's all sorts of every real world type critter and monster there, as well as every fantasy one you can imagine. What animal would kind of draw your attention? There's even those flying cats from Storm King's Thunder.
Flying cats would definitely catch my attention.
She's like, I'm gonna trade you Lucifer for the woman who
I would never trade Lucifer for anything.
Another ship is departing the dock, folks.
You get a smaller cat for your cat to have.
Smaller. Your familiar has a familiar.
Like a rat with a harness.
You hang him out front of the cat with the harness on. It's like clawing at the damn thing, trying to reach it, but can't quite. That old horse-drawn or carrot-drawn horse thing. We'll wait for this damn ship to finally depart the docks.
The pest owner's just like, I know the airships are really loud, but we gotta steal on the rent.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. So you are able to, I will give you 2 choices. You can either gain another critter that you can have with you, or because of the close connection with all of the animals and Lucifer, being in this environment, he actually gains the Pact of the Chain type ability. So you can see through his eyes, that kind of a thing.
Oh, that's cool.
I choose that one. That one would be
You
cool.
choose that one. So Lucifer being in this environment kind of gets a feel for it and everything, and all of a sudden you hear Lucifer's voice in your head.
Whoa.
Yeah, and we're just gonna leave that to
Can I
everybody's
voice
imagination because we're gonna leave that to everybody's imagination because I don't want to say Lucifer's voice on air for half of our fans, probably their religious beliefs. We don't want to have Lucifer actually appear on the show. So
I would not be fond of that.
no, exactly. He might get some prayers headed his direction.
Maybe a thought or two if I feel like he's needs.
Yes, and possibly one of those food trucks for never mind. So Dave, while Tiana is completely lost in this pet shop, you're looking out the front windows and you're like, holy crap, they've got like a library next door. And like, I'll be right back. And you walk across this little cobblestone street and you enter in and it is like a Harry Potter library. The sliding ladders that go all the way around, like the full mess. What?
Oh shit! Is
what
this
would you
Dewey
be
Decimal? I don't think I know my way around this kind of library.
There's no Dewey Decimal,
Oh.
but you start thinking about a book, and all of a sudden, a spine of a book comes flying at your face. What would that spine read?
Like it would be like a history of like not necessarily these islands, but like the region in general, that kind of thing.
All right, so would you want the greater world, which is general knowledge about the entire world, or would you want super specific knowledge about the float isles?
General.
All right, and all of a sudden, Bob's Guide to Arcadia comes flying at you. Go ahead and make a dexterity save because I think it's funny.
15.
15, you catch it out of the air, just ninja reaction, and you open it up, and immediately you flip to the Float Isles page.
And it's just the website.
Exactly, yes. It is a screenshot of the website on each page. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you can access the website every time we do one of these games. Because I think everybody's going to agree with me, this isn't going to be the last game with these characters, correct? You're not going to say anything, but that's totally fine. I can tell you're screaming correct.
I don't. I feel like children's shows.
Yes, exactly. Can you spot the square shape? Correct. You're right.
I'm also I'm gonna buy that. I'm also gonna look for any types of books on magic, instructional, or just like educational, that kind of thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20. Where's my big die? Here it is. Roll me a luck check to see what's there.
Kobe.
15!
He doesn't have a luck stat either, Bob.
I know, right? Roll me a luck check. Straight d20.
13.
All right, you have a +1.
Okay.
So that is a 16 total. You are able then to find are you wizard, alchemist? What's your? Are you using a spell book?
What do you
Learned
identify
spells?
as, Dave?
I have a spell book.
You find a kind of a tinkerer's guide to magic. So a lot of crazy experimental type spells. So I'm going to go ahead and say you can choose 4 first level spells, and you can potentially learn those.
Okay.
You'll have to roll Arcana checks before you find them, but you can choose any 4 regular spells out of the game, and those are in those books.
Okay.
All right, and then along with general knowledge about verbal, somatic, material components, all that kind of happy fun stuff.
So I can learn 4 more level 1 spells to prepare.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to make an Arcana check to actually gain those spells and cast them correctly
Right.
the first
Take
time.
some time to transcribe them and everything.
Correct.
How much is that for those 2 books?
Those books, he's like, oh my god, what is with that pencil? You click it and you get more to write with?
It's insane. There's a little spring in here.
Oh
It's,
my god.
I
It's
can't-
unlimited writing.
It's very limited. It's just less limited.
I will give you the spell book and the history book for a gold piece if I can have that magnificent unlimited writing device.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, thank you. And so yeah, you give him the pencil, he takes the gold piece, and he's like, I can write forever.
Yep. Sure.
Until you
Literally, there's like this much of
And it's even 0.5, which is even harder to find.
Because he's gonna be able to find 0.7.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. So you are able to gain all of that. Correct. You are able to gain all of that kind of stuff. Those books there, and you go back over, and Tiana is still like, oh my god, all of these animals around her. Exactly. So you guys get back. It's definitely getting dark. You see these lamps have kind of a cold, crystal blue type spell, as if Frozen just shit out a bunch of street lamps around you. Just, I know, eloquent, I know. But all sorts of light blue glowing lamps around you.
I'm laughing at Will laughing.
My daughters love everything Disney. I can't help it. So these light blue glowing crystal lamps all the way around you, and you find your way back to the Flying Halfling where you all have rooms. You guys, I'm assuming, take a long rest, wake up fresh the next morning.
I want to do one thing with him.
Okay.
You've been playing trumpet for a while.
Yeah.
Encore! Encore!
So if I were to rock out some Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison, can you do the guitar solo on your trumpet?
Say no more.
Oh my god. Yes, you guys rock that. Both of you.
Just in case anybody had G, C, G, C, G, C, D, E, and yeah.
Exactly. Go ahead and roll me a performance check, both of you with advantage, because this is like an amazing thing they have never heard. Oh yeah, you already have it, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, no double advantage, but both of you roll advantage.
Let's see, I'm going to use my medicine 20, because I have.
Oh,
that's an 18.
Neglected.
So 20.
Oh, a
22.
1 and a what?
I have advantage. So, with advantage, that's going to be 17.
17 or what?
And a 22.
A 22. Yeah, you guys are rocking out to this. And you can all of a sudden
this
see...
is the band, like, this is the drummer, like, on that second version of boom, and
Exactly.
they crack it, right?
And you see all the long-haired elves, like, you can't imagine that headbanging is a thing in this culture, but they're doing it, and it's just absolutely crazy.
But it's so elegant.
It is, it's just flowy. And it's amazing. And you guys are...
Like, what am I watching over here?
You guys are able to get a free stay, so refund your 4 silver piece, or your 1 gold piece.
I'll
You
let her
made
keep
them
it.
gold. You guys got an additional gold piece in tips from this amazing performance, and you stagger back up to your rooms with a slight hangover. And you're like, oh god, Aaron's gonna kill me. As you wander up,
She's already gonna kill me.
So you stagger up to your room, and all of you pass out for the night. You wake up the next morning, and you come down for breakfast, and you have never seen a blue and purple spotted egg before.
I'll eat it.
They are cracking it, and it's a scrambled egg.
Oh, I thought you said 8. Like, no, I've never seen that.
It's a. This is Easter morning. You're coming out. You're like, holy crap! They have Easter here too. So you come out, and there's this plate of scrambled eggs in front of you, and they're a weird color. We're gonna go ahead and say that they're first diagram. They're red eggs inside a purple and green spotted egg. But
They come pre-ketchup.
Just think about Dr. Seuss.
Just think, yes, exactly.
That's wrong.
Exactly. They're pretty good. It's not the best breakfast you've ever had, but it is definitely a filling breakfast. And they're like, so where are you guys headed?
I think we're gonna
Port City,
go
right?
to Port City.
Oh yeah, not a problem. I hear they send a ship out every single day. So I mean, if you guys can have something that you can do to help out, I'm sure they'd be willing to cut you a deal on the price.
I think we can manage.
I can lift heavy things. I can help loading.
I can shoot.
Catch rats. Yeah. So yes, you are able to then, she gives you directions to the dock. You walk down to the docks, and like you've seen Eberron setting, or you've played in the Eberron setting before. You've seen Magic the Gathering cards and Star Trek and Star Wars and every single space movie there is that has those kind of flying ships. And there's an actual frickin' flying ship there. You see a strange wind air type elemental that's almost invisible kind of behind the ship, and the sails are full, actual sails are full in front of it, and you're able to talk to the captain. What would you offer for your skills?
Actually, first thing I would ask him is this a passenger ship?
Is this what?
A passenger ship.
Oh, well, yeah, we do haul people, but everybody's got to do their share. This is an air genasi by the way, and his name is going to be the first name I read out of this book. Habnor. My name is Habnor, and I'm an air genasi. I'm the captain of this ship.
I feel like I actually have the least to offer as far as I can shoot and I can pray.
Okay. Well, it never helps to have. It never hurts to have a cleric on board. You never know when we're going to need a divine intervention on the part of the crazy storms that we could encounter.
I can attempt to repair basic tiny little machines as well.
Yeah, it sounds like we can put you to use. What else can you guys do?
I can help clear the varmint off of the ship.
Varmint. Varmints!
I feel something hellish about this cat you have with you. He seems like the fallen star, the one promised by him.
My angel.
My angel. Yes. The cat and the captain exchange looks. There's an intimidation check that happens. You can tell the cat definitely won. He's like, yes, you're welcome.
I hunt.
You paint.
I paint. I play trumpet.
We can definitely use a lookout, and somebody has to announce our arrival, so we can definitely use your skills.
Okay, cool.
I got some alchemical experience. I've got some supply. Some random glass bottles, mysterious liquids. I can totally,
finger water,
seal some cracks, make some glue.
Suck on my finger.
Seal some cracks, make some glue.
Just no tears. Only things.
If he was a water genasi, you'd find it much more entertaining. I'm one of you.
This is an 18 or older podcast, people. He says, we'll let you on board. Just come to my cabin tonight.
Hey-o!
Hey-o!
Well, I've got plenty of years experience in moving freight, cargo, stacking, organizing, inventory.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely have you help load stuff on
and whatnot.
Then go ahead and everybody roll me a group persuasion check. Since there are 5 of you, I need 50 total or higher.
Oh, I got a 19.
Oh, that's only an 8.
14.
Okay, so 14.
I'm gonna get my calculator
With
out.
me, we're
Yes, thank you, Dave.
So
Dave is
me
going to
too.
count up all these numbers for us because math is
So I
hard.
have 2. You had what?
14.
None that 20.
Okay.
19.
8.
63.
He's like, yeah, we could use your help. I won't charge you this time, but if you ever want to come back, just let me know. We'll work out a deal. Especially with that finger water.
What do you do with it? It's just regular water.
Just saying. So,
He's always wanted to try the bidets.
Oh God. Assume the position, Dave.
well, we've all heard of the poop day.
It's
Sorry,
about to get swabbed.
I couldn't help myself.
Okay.
I don't know how air
Lord forgive
genasi
me, that was
anatomy
bad.
works.
Right.
Part of life.
So, yes. So you guys hop on the ship. Go ahead and each one of you roll me a d20. Let me know if it's 15 or higher.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Nope.
I got 4.
Yes.
2 20s. All right. Or what was yours?
15.
15?
I got a 19.
A 19. Get back to my book of occasions.
Oh no.
Alright, the first one is a good one. The second one is a good one. So you guys are able to, as you're wandering around, let's see, what did you say you could do? You can pray. So you're asking God for safe passage and making sure that everybody is protected and really, you're using your gun skills to kind of look out, keep an eye on things, noticing slight movements on the horizon, everything like that. And a cleric, at least you assume it's a cleric, wearing some sort of strange symbol on their chest. Here we go. Go ahead and roll me to the gods. I see which page the gods are on. Go ahead and roll me, we'll call it a d20 for right now.
4.
A 4. Ah, 23.
God, I need a dice box like that.
I know, that's a fantastic
So
dice
nice.
box.
All my dice don't fit in there.
So all the dice don't fit in there.
You see that this individual has a giant sun on their chest, and they say, "Oh, I am a cleric of Lathander. It's wonderful to meet you. I see that you have some sort of divine aspect about you. What are you doing here?"
Traveling to Port City.
Oh, well, that's what a coincidence. I'm headed there to the Temple District myself.
So am I.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I would be glad to meet you there. Well, we should go together. And are you here traveling with companions?
There's a few individuals that are joining me on our voyage.
Oh, well, that's wonderful to hear. I would be more than happy to meet you there. So what are you here for? Why are you going to Port City?
Like I said, I gotta check out the Temple of Tyr and looking for a friend.
Oh, well, I would be happy to be your friend, especially if you're heading to the temple. We're all friends.
I should say a particular individual who is a friend of mine. We are hoping to meet in Port City.
Oh,
but you are more than you seem like a generally congenial fellow, so friendship is not out of the question.
I'm glad to hear that. I hope we can talk more, and may the light shine down upon you during this journey.
Justice be yours.
He just sees your fisting, and he's like, thank you. And so you make that contact. So when you guys do go to the temple, I'm going to go ahead and say that you have 2 free days of staying at the temple before you have to make a commitment. So you and the whole party have 2 free days in the Temple's Guild that you can stay without having to make a commitment to the guild. And you rolled more than 20, didn't you?
I didn't roll.
Or I mean more than,
more than 15.
All right, and it was another good thing. And this one I closed the book for some goddamn reason. There we go. You see that there's a guy standing up in the crow's nest, and he has a very nice, ornate-looking scene glass kind of a thing. And he's up there, and he's looking around, and he kind of notices you watching, and you see just a quick glance out of the corner of his eye. He's like, I can tell you're watching me. I mean, if you want to talk to me, just go ahead and say something, because you staring at me is kind of weird.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm keeping an eye out. I'm the lookout up here. I mean, what do you mean? Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
4.
A 4. You can tell this guy is dangerous, and he looks like somebody you would see, in a stand out somewhere. Like, his focus is laser. Like, you can tell that even though he noticed you there, like, if there was a freaking gull on the horizon, he would spot it well before it was a spot on the horizon. This guy has just got laser focus. And we're going to go ahead and call him an elf because I like, Nicholas, what do your elf eyes see? But you can definitely tell that he's got the pointed ears, and this archer is just, he is a lookout. So you see him stand up there, a very elegant, very ornate looking glass. And he's like, so, I see you got a bow there, some kind of hunter or something?
Yeah, I can shoot.
Yeah, I get that. I shoot too, But what's the best thing that you killed? Come on.
Well, if we're talking about that.
He's like,
I caught a fish one time that was.
He's like, there's this goblin down in the caves in the Shadow Cloud.
Yay, bitch.
Exactly.
You're asking about what I can shoot, what I can kill. I'll tell you one thing. I got an 18-pack sitting at home that's shaking its boots because when I get home, I'm going to kill it.
I have no idea what that is, but that sounds epic.
Just ripped abs.
Like, well, get up here. Get up here. Take a look through this. You climb up to the crow's nest to talk to him. You would be,
Yeah, it's kind of high, but okay, yeah, sure, dude, whatever.
Like, he starts showing you how to do the lookout stuff, how to navigate and all that kind of stuff. And you gain 8 days towards working your way towards navigator tools. So you're kind of getting the lay of the ocean and that kind of stuff. I will give you either, do you have cartographer's tools?
No.
All right, either cartographers or navigators. I will give you one of the two. 8 days towards the training.
How do navigators?
All right. So he kind of shows you how things are going. You guys get a bit of a rapport. He brags about the one time they were out in the Tangle, and he brought down this massive direwolf. And you guys are just regaling each other with hunting stories. He's like,
Game of Thrones.
yeah, exactly. He's like, well, I think that we were in the Stark region. I think is where we were at. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh yeah, I mean, direwolves are from the north.
Well, it was the north, I guess, of the Tangle.
You're telling me. I just referenced Game of Thrones, and like you're saying like
Game of Thrones. What? You like a noble or something? Game of Thrones.
No, it's that. Never mind. Must just be.
All right, noble boy. And you just kind of joke.
Noble boy, I'm from the country.
I'm from the country. Oh, country noble boy then. Oh.
All right. I don't think I like you anymore.
He said, well, fuck you too, and he kind of punches you in the shoulder, just good-naturedly, but you still kind of halfway lose your balance, because it's not a very big nest out there.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, so it kind of waves you by, and you're able to make your way down and into the rest of the ship. You guys head kind of down. It's the morning after several days at sea. You don't know exactly how many days it's been, because you guys have slept at really weird times, getting used to the different rhythm of things, the ocean, the sea, and going from the float aisles off of that airship, you guys would have been kind of, in the air for a good portion before you guys actually got down far enough where everything is starting to rock and move with the currents of things, because even though the airships are way up in the air, if there's storms and that kind of crap, you don't want to be below the clouds. You want to be clear up there. And so the jet streams, the turbulence, all this kind of stuff. You guys are able to eventually make your way towards this very large city. I mean, you're from Lincoln. You've been in Lincoln for a while too, or not from Lincoln, but you two have lived in Lincoln for a long time. You guys have been to some fairly large cities.
I was in Lincoln yesterday.
Exactly. So you're used to a metropolis type setting, but you have never seen a town that was as far as the eye could see.
I've been to LA.
San Francisco.
And Houston.
Paris. Been to LA.
You have all seen cities that are as far as the eye can see. And this is as far as the eye can see. However, instead of the normal, tall buildings, lots of little suburban houses all over, there's a fucking dragon in the distance. There's freaking airships, like the one you're on, which is pretty mind-boggling. But there's another couple next to you.
Nope.
Exactly, yeah.
Do I see any dungeons?
You do not see any dungeons, no. But
So
you're
it's just
assuming
dragons.
they're there.
So it's just airships and dragons.
Airships and dragons, yes.
Yeah.
It's an Eberron setting. Deal with it.
Okay.
By the way, the new book is coming out. Thank you for the sponsorship, Wizards of the Coast.
I need that limited edition.
I know the limited edition cover is
So
amazing.
gorgeous.
So you guys get into Port City, and you're seeing that the very crowded dock district and the lower class district, you're passing it by. Yeah, go ahead. It's getting a little bit warm. We can open that door if you want to. The sun is
I
switched.
shut it because of the train noise.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, Tiana, open it up, hey! He's hitting you. Open the door.
Thanks.
She's so put upon. Alright, so you guys get to the port city. You go kind of tugboat speed over the top of the city, and you can see down around you. There's all sorts of buildings of every style. It starts with hovels and large warehouses and tents and that kind of stuff. It moves into more middle-class homes. You can see the terracotta shingles around you, and then it gets into very opulent-looking mansions. Like 5-story, probably 35 to 4,000 square foot homes, massive homes in olden day terms. And you slowly start making your way up toward what appears to be Parliament. As far as you can tell, a large parliamentary style building. And you see that there are a bunch of other airships docked there. You putt around to the north side of the city and you kind of settle there on the docks. You're immediately released to explore the city, and one at a time you're filed off of the boat. There's a customs type agent standing in front of you asking what's your business in Port City, and you know,
I don't have any vegetables, nothing to declare.
Is that literally what you tell the
Yep.
person? Alright. And he's like, well, I don't care if you have vegetables now. You clearly don't look like a merchant. What the hell are you doing?
We are
Cover my bases.
travelers.
Well, one at a time you guys are going through.
So just making sure that you are well aware that I'm not carrying anything that would get me into trouble for carrying.
Good to hear. Why are you here? A guild business? Are you on what?
Potential guild business, pleasure.
And he pulls out what appears to be some sort of magical tablet, some sort of magical stone, and you can see that it has the major guild names on it. He's like, oh, okay, well, what guild are you from?
Not from a guild yet.
Oh, well, what guild are you going to see?
I need to make a stop in over at the Temple Guild.
He gets the little thing, he swishes a message over to him, he swipes right. And he says, oh, yeah, no problem. You just go down, past the government district, you'll see the big circle, there's all the different guilds. The Temple one is the one right in the middle. You can't miss it. It's literally right in the middle. So, it's good talking to you. Who's next? Why are you here?
Well, if I have to join a guild.
Well, I mean, if you're here on guild business, great. If not, I just wanted to know why you're here.
Okay. Well, if I had to, I'm either a fighter or a lover.
Fighter?
Is there a fighter's guild?
There's a fighter's guild, yeah, for sure. Lover, that's a different district entirely.
Where can I find that?
Well, it depends on how much you're willing to pay. We're gonna cut this out. So, you find it at. Alright. Yeah, no, yeah, the fighters
look for the
guild.
red lights.
Huh?
Look for the red lights.
Yeah, exactly. Look for the red lights. There's a lot of red fairy dragons that direction.
Basically, I'm just with him.
Oh, okay, it's a temple guild.
I look out for that guy.
Yeah, alright, sounds good. Who's next? Why are you in the city?
Oh, I am looking for friends.
You are looking for friends, okay?
But for my cat. My cat needs friends. I don't need friends.
Beast folk, yeah, the cauldron or the commons or possibly the docks. It's on the far end of the city. You'll find some beast folk down there. Oh, my phone went off! Yay! We're gonna just 2 seconds. Yeah, hello. Nope, finishing up right now. It went off on live stream. Yay! The phone went off on live stream. Yep, we're almost done. I'll give you a call as soon as we're done, like 5 minutes. Not that that's giving anything away, guys. Bye.
I'm getting a sense of
I know, right?
information.
Yes, exactly. Oh, yeah. Commons, cauldron, docks, that's where you'll find the beast folk. Hey, swishes.
Red light districts.
Huh?
The red light district.
Red light district. Some of those too. For some of those. Who else?
I'm gonna pull out my books and my pens and just be carrying them instead of.
Oh God, another mage. Go on.
No, I.
It's fine. I get it. Go on.
I'm a student studying in the city.
Yeah. Go on.
Where?
Mage Guild. You know where it is. Look for the big spire, the big glowing crystal. Go on. You're fine. And you.
Yep.
I'm actually waiting for everyone to get through before I go anywhere.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm just. Have you seen a guy named Bob?
Bob. There's a lot of Bobs here. Was it with an AW?
Red robes, raven
Red
mask.
robes. I don't know, but you might want to check at the other docks, the actual ship docks. They might have seen somebody weird like that.
Alright.
You know, if he's that weird, check the Mages Guild. There's a lot of weirdos there.
I'm just here to.
No
find my
offense,
friend.
sir.
I'm just here to find my friend so I can get back to my family. She's fucking pissed.
Oh God, Joe, I get that, man. Go on.
Out of character.
I told her I'd be home.
Temple District.
Huh?
Is it out of character, out of game? Didn't I run into you in the Temple District?
No, you didn't. Cherno did.
I know,
Cherno and
I know.
Ganderman.
I know, because I know Klein did, because that was in one of the last off days that we were.
That's right, you
released yet.
did. Klein did, but you wouldn't have played that yet. So
No, I know.
Klein
I
would
just,
have ran it.
that's why I said out of
Yes.
game.
Thank you for reminding the DM of the crap that he takes notes on. Klein, Temple, question mark.
I'm trying to figure out why I was there to begin with. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Probably something with the Elfather. Yay, alcoholic deities. So, oh, dude, I get the fiance thing. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Go on.
I mean, alright, cool. So, the other docks, which way?
Oh, yeah, docks. Just clear out in the other end of town, right by the water. You can't miss it.
Okay. Alright.
All right. So you guys make your way into Port City. This is a massive place of absolutely ridiculous variety of people and classes and places. You're looking over a Tolkien, a Harry Potter, a World of Warcraft, Mass Effect, you name the fantasy game universe, you see somebody there from the top of the docks walking around below.
There's a sim walking by.
Exactly.
He's got the little green
Yeah, exactly. So
Sorry,
this
bro.
is where
That was
we
a
will go
dude.
ahead and end it. So thank you guys very, very much. We will definitely play these characters again. Coming in,
I hope so.
one last thing I want you guys to do. Each of you, roll me a d20.
We've been waiting
Nat
for
20. Nat 20.
it. A 7.
16.
3. So 3 and 7 makes 10. What did you get, Tiana?
16.
6, 16.
20. Nat
So,
20.
all right, so 36.
17.
17. Goddamn it. 40, 50, 56, 2.
What do you make calculator
3.
again?
Yes. 53. 53. Thank you. So, we are going to be 53 days from the start of everybody else. I will let you guys know exactly what that date is because I don't remember where everybody else is. I think on the
Ahead of time
23rd of
or
planting.
Ahead
Ahead of
before
time,
that?
in the future.
Okay.
So, you guys will be in the future with these characters. This is the introduction of second characters in the Chaos Plan. Woo! Yay!
Oh, we're clapping.
I don't know either.
Who's that?
So, we are introducing these. Well, for somebody here, it's the first character. But you guys will be able to play these characters again later on with the Chaos Plane characters and possibly, as weird as it would be, meta with your original characters at some point. So you guys are level 5, so it's a little bit ahead of everybody else, but we will definitely get these guys in. So thank you guys very much for those who have donated and everything else. We have
A lot of
made-
fun.
Everybody else say goodbye while I count money. We raised $58. Thank you guys, plus the donations online. Yay! Thank you guys very, very much for the donations to Extra Life. We will be doing another game on November 3rd as part of Extra Life, the normal Extra Life game on November 3rd. So please stay tuned for that. This is kind of a little teaser of what is to come. So thank you guys very, very much, and we will see you later.
Deuces.
Bye! Bye!